Hello, 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 everybody. Hey, Lady of Love. I'm going to put a link out here for Lady of Love and Lady in Love only, and uh, and uh, and put it out here because we got a lot to tell you about, guys. A lot. Hang on, just a second, okay? Mm, I put the wrong one out. I thought I copied it. Now, I do want to say this before I start this, you guys. We are going to show you guys this, okay? Don't judge us. You decide for yourself what we found. It's clear to us, but you might think differently. Yes, Zoe, it is. It's very, very clear to us, and it blowed me away last night. So, you guys trigger. We're going to put trigger warnings up before, um, but let Lady of Love come up here with us. And I'm going to shout out to you all: Autumn Breeze, Kate, Sailor, Chris Mulcher, Get to the Point. What's your name? Veronica, Sunshine Chicken, Country Chicken, Fit Web, Judith Faye, Tree, Angel, Scratching with D, Janice, Jody, Angel, Hope, Melanie, Thunder Pump, Sherry, Jody. Let's see who all we got. Shelly Art. Shelly, you might want to come up here with us too. Anna, Ella, German Shepherd Mom, Texas, Shirley, Zoe, Rhonda, Moon Rover, Catalina, Jilana, Wise Old Lady, Sherry Weeks, Leanne, Kathy, Luna, Saucy, RT, Kim, and what's your name? Come up here too, Sherry, because you're another one that is found. Guys, I don't know how to put this out here, but allegedly, our opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. We are going to bring you stuff and we're going to let you see this to decide for yourself. But first, I want to show you a clip of the police department talk when they're asked, was there any other people in the car? Y'all, I've been up all night over this. They hesitate. So I want to bring that up and let you guys see that as well, okay? Hang on just a second and I'll
Oh, I wanted to add something real quick. We're not going to put any images that we've cleared up or done anything in the background out here for anybody to see. We're just going to show AWP footage. That's it. That's already in the public.
let me slow this down right quick, okay? Well, we might have to circle it and show
Well,
them.
yeah, but that's different than what I
Even though
showed you
once
in the
you find the
background.
answer, on hindsight, everything looks 2020. The reality is it's not that simple. It is pretty complex and it's tough. So again, we're just appreciative that the resources came out and were able to help us in locating.
Were there signs that the person in the car tried to escape?
I think that's too preliminary for us
Hang
to be
on,
able
you'll
to
hear
determine that at
this.
this time.
Was there more than one body in the vehicle?
Catch this.
No, there was not more than one body in the vehicle.
Okay, did y'all see the hesitation? Did you see the hesitation? I'm not saying yay or nay either way. I just saying, did you see the hesitation? So, okay, so stay tuned, guys. Let me let Tex up here. There was somebody else trying to come up too. So, I just wanted to show you guys this one more time. When he was asked, was there another body in the car?
I think that's too preliminary for us to be able to determine that at this time.
Was there more than one body in the vehicle?
No, there was not more than one body in the vehicle.
Why did he hesitate?
Describe the difficulty in what.
Why did he hesitate?
Do you see the other cops in the background looking at him like, "Don't say it"?
Okay, let's. I didn't see the other cops.
Yeah,
One
watch
more time.
watch him look at him.
They did. I caught that too right away.
No, there was not more than one body in the vehicle.
Watch, that guy was shaking his head. Yeah. I
Both
don't
of them,
know, guys. I'm
both
just
of them are shaking their head.
yeah. So come up, Shelly. Oh, Shelly.
I start something?
Huh?
Did I start something?
Well, a little bit, but not just you, but Lady of Love found a whole lot.
Oh my God.
And
I'm
And
not,
it's going to shock you guys. It's going to shock you guys when you see it for yourself. But I'm going to put it out there. We found allegedly our opinions. We're going to show it to you guys to see what you think. A girl floating at the top of the car. You can clearly see her curly hair and everything.
Well, we can't tell if she could actually she could either be in the car seating in the seatbelt in the passenger side, or she could be floating up top and kind of hanging down over the seat there. It's really hard to tell because of the angle of the camera.
Also, we've seen other bodies as well, but we're not going to go there unless we go deep into this. But there could be, according to what we think, not facts. We're not saying it's facts or anything. We're going to let y'all see for yourself. How many do you think there could be in that car? Because she's got 4G on her laptop, so she can see it better.
Yeah.
You want to tell them how many you think?
I'm gonna say 2+. I
At
don't
least
want to.
two
I don't want to.
plus.
Well-
I think there's. For me, my opinion, there's 3 or more.
And you guys know
I
that
saw,
Lady of Love is very skeptical, so she's not just going to come out here with this. Go ahead. Sorry,
I
Sherry.
agree. I mean, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't seeing things with my imagination, but
I didn't know. I was seeing stuff too.
I saw.
No,
But this,
I
what we found, is
Sherry, you're the one that's seen
really.
the gentleman, right, in the with the
Yes,
beard
I
and stuff.
posted the gentleman with the beard.
Yeah,
Who is
I
that
did. I did
gentleman?
look at that area really close, and I still think that it's really hard, and I think everybody needs
Can
to
I
look at
see your face,
AWP
True
footage.
Crime?
I think AWP footage needs to. Everybody needs to look at their footage with a fine tooth comb and look
Right.
at what they
We're
see,
going to go
because
over that and
The
point
it
that
is
out.
up for everybody's interpretation, right? We can all have our own opinion.
But
But what
they-
I did in the background, what I cleared, I'm not showing those images here on here, because it's
Yeah.
important that we keep it to what AWP showed in their footage, right? We will stop and point
Yeah.
things out, but
They did edit theirs.
Lady Love, what I'm catching that I caught, I don't know if anybody else caught, and like I said it last night, I don't remember whose live stream I was on. I think it was yours, Daisy. The
True Crime.
raw cigar wrapper in the car.
We don't know who they are, but the
That
one
was shown in the car. I don't know if it was an image thrown in there, photoshopped in it, or what, but there was a video I saw with it
you can come
showing
over
the
here if
raw.
you want to, but I'm going to put it on extremely slow mode. I'm going to put it on extremely slow mode and let you all get a look at this yourself. Okay, hang on just a second. This darn thing, because I don't want people coming from us saying that, yeah, we say that's what it is. But you can clearly see a girl's hair flowing down, and it's curly hair. And you catch it when if this thing would straighten up a little bit. Hang on. Let me pull it up here.
Can I just make one point?
Uh-huh.
When they put it out on August 31st, I literally within the hour took screenshots, and within a few hours it was edited, and some of the stuff inside the windows were blurred out.
Okay.
So
Also, I want.
that's a factor.
Oh yeah, and you will see that. You will see the back seat blurred out. They blur the back seat out and some of the stuff blurred out.
Right.
Guys,
And
they know, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I can
there's
say
more
that,
than one
you know,
person
they
in the
did go
car.
back through and edit their footage. I seen a lot of areas that had changed in that footage. I'm not saying that's bad on them, but you know, they didn't really get a good look at this footage until afterwards, right? That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
I'm gonna slow this down to extreme slow so we
might-
can get that footage.
They might have
Hello, hi everybody.
Hey,
Hello, Christine.
yeah, I'm not going to let a bunch
Hi,
of
honey.
people up on panel tonight because it is just whoever's up here with us. But well, that's what we're going to bring it to y'all so you can see for yourself. We're going to point it out to y'all. So here we go. And I want you to. We're going to catch. Also, what was it that Nick said when he
Pause
was
it.
in the car?
Pause it.
Yeah, hang on. When Nick was going around the car, what else was it
Yeah,
we got him?
it's very important that people pay attention to Nick's words in the video.
Yeah.
Are you going to play it? I would play what he says the first time around, and the second time around we can take the music out or take
Yeah,
out.
I caught that too, but I thought, well, maybe I'm just
Well, I've
hearing.
got
So
it
when
on
he's
slow
going
mode.
around the footage around the car, he does say that he's unable to identify
Yep.
the remain. Did he say that? Did he say? I don't know.
Anyone's remains, and he said anyone's
Yes.
remains.
He could only
Exactly,
identify
you
once he
guys.
got back in the back. So that was telling me that he could only identify Kiely and not someone else or the others or whoever else was in the car.
Right.
So it's
Mhm, I
very
caught
important
that too.
people pay attention to the words that are on the
I'm
screen.
gonna put it on caption because I've
He's
got it
got
on slow
captions.
mode. I got it on slow mode, so it's
Oh.
right through here, you guys. So we're
Daisy.
gonna look at this very closely, slowly and closely, and
Daisy,
you all will, huh?
I would play it first time through, just to the car, and then play it in slow mo, so that way they can hear how his words come out and see it on screen how they're coming out.
But we won't catch it if we put it on slow mo. If we don't, we can.
And maybe do it either way you want.
To the authorities.
Okay.
The vehicle is upside down.
You all
The
catch.
Jeep is
Pay
upside down.
attention,
I have
guys.
a view of the vehicle now.
Set it to
Working my way
AWP.
around towards the driver's
Set
side.
it to AWP.
10-4. I read you loud and clear.
I'm approaching the driver's side window, trying to get a look inside.
Okay, wait, a little bit more. Right there. Okay. I can't zoom in. That's why I wish I had the pictures. Hang on. Can you
Okay.
guys see that right there?
Yeah.
You see that?
That's somebody
Well,
hanging there.
The only
That's
thing we
fair.
want to, the only
That
thing
is
we want
fair.
to say to people is that to please, when we're done showing this stuff, to go watch the footage on your own,
Yourself.
and yeah, clear your own images and do what you got to do with it to see
When we
for
cleared it,
yourself.
you could clearly see curly hair. Curly
So
hair. Look closely.
Yeah, you'll see in this video at several points. You know.
Look, and you can clearly see her face in the. That's why I didn't want to put the sound on, because it's. Look, see it? See it now? See that hair? See that?
Whoa.
Can you put the cursor around it so I can see?
Yeah, right here. And can I show your picture, Lady of
okay.
Love, a close up of it so they can see?
Daisy, I wouldn't do that because I'm clearing an image. I think people need to go watch that and clear their own. Just because this is let me just say it this way. This is something AWP put out there. So any images that were shown in this video is on them, right? If we show
Right, but
if we
if
show
They
what we cleared at
publicized
the
it.
end,
they won't see it if they
Yeah.
Yeah,
can't.
they publicized it, not us. They
Right.
publicized it. We're
but
just
we
doing
need-
a commentary of what they published.
right, but we need to see it close up. They can't see it close up
well,
on
they're
this
gonna
video.
they will see it better as we play the video, and also on the other side you'll be able to see her hair too.
He tucks her hair allegedly in the car on the other side. If you
Well,
all
here's
Now, you all,
if you
this
did.
was already published. We are just doing commentary of what was already published.
no, it's not roped hair. If on the close up, it's curly hair. It's curly blonde hair.
The hair sticks together when it's wet like that, and to
you
me
can
it
clearly
almost
see
looks
the
like
face.
dreadlocks, but I can't say it's dreadlocks because I don't know how hair would react in the water after being in there for that long, right?
No, I promise, Jessica, if you've seen these pictures close up, you would clearly see that that is a woman's hair. That's why I wanted to show. Maybe I'll just take a snap of my own and do it. Hang on. Let me see if I can do that of it and try to clear it up to where I can show it, because it has to be shown cleared. We'll watch this and then then I'll show it cleared up, because you can't. You really can't see it. Well, maybe you can.
Is it a hoodie?
Oh yeah, we don't only find that, but you find, and you watch, he won't show, he blurs out the back. Okay.
Pause it right there.
Okay.
Okay, so you can
Really
see her head is hanging down. I don't know. I can't really tell if she's in a seatbelt or if she's just floating over the top and her head's hanging over that passenger seat area. It's really hard to tell because of the angle of the camera. I can just say I did see something that was appearing floating on top of the, on the top there.
We did see, I believe Shelly's picture was the same one, but we did see a man laying in the bottom of the thing.
It's not. It's not the same. No, it's not the same, Daisy. The one I seen. Do you see this? Point down where that light is, right there. Do you see that light from his camera? Go straight down from there.
Hang on.
And then go over to the right.
Yeah.
Right there in this area is
and you can
what
see
I thought was
fingers.
another face.
When she cleared it up,
And it's actually bigger, and there's stuff obstructing some of the view. So
yes,
we're not looking for anything. We saw, you can clearly, in our opinion, see, and when it is cleared up, you can see a girl's curly hair hanging down in this video.
And the rest is up for interpretation, because if you clear up the image, I mean, it's up to what you interpret from
And
it.
if you watch this video, they clearly blot out certain images in the back.
Pause it right there, Daisy.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, that was a good spot.
Did I go over it? Let me take this down.
Can you go back 5 seconds?
Huh?
Can you go back just a little bit?
Yeah, let me take this allegedly and subscribe and all that stuff down. Okay, now where do you want me to go back?
So she's floating at the hood of the car?
Yeah, it looks like between the back seat and over the seat.
Mm-hmm.
Does it go back? Did they go back?
He'll go back. Now what he's doing is he's going to get his camera in there so he can point up more.
Right there, you see her, guys? See her? Can you
That's
see
definitely something. Yep.
Can you see the hair?
Because everything else is to the bottom of the car.
Show those features because there's. Look at it really
right
close.
there. Pause. Okay, now you can see here. Now I just want to tell you that watching this footage for yourself, you'll see that the driver's side chair is completely out of the way. What you see over there is hair, and then you're going to see that side thing that's coming down too. That's the edge of the the divider in between the two windows. But yeah, you guys just need to, all we're going to do is just point out to the area so you can go look for yourself. Daisy, it's positive.
Y'all, this is commentary of something that was already published. Okay?
Daisy, you pause in a perfect spot. Take your cursor by that light again and go back down to the area I was pointing out.
Well, I want to point out something before you're up here, True Crime. I want to point out something before we move on. Lady of Love was looking at this on a 4G laptop, so she could see things much clearer than what we can see on here.
And I don't want to show those images just because this is something that's already been put out by AWP.
What do you want me to stop? That almost looks like
right there where your cursor is.
Do you see that? I see now that I'm in there. Okay.
So
I went on another channel last night and brought up some photos. This is the car, upside down. And I had been working on this area of the car for the last couple of weeks. After all of those rumors went around that supposedly Kiely was naked in the car, and it made me mad. And I am a very experienced graphic designer.
You've been on here before.
Before, Daisy. You do know who I am.
Yeah.
I am anonymous at this time. You do know me.
Yes.
So anyway, I'd been working on this photo, and I had been believing this entire time that I was working on a photo in the cargo area of this vehicle. And upon comparing notes and photos with another person who is equally skilled, we began just comparing notes, and I was looking at hers and she was looking at mine, and it dawned on us both that this isn't the same
Was that me?
frame. This isn't the same window. We're going, oh my God, Debbie, she was telling me, that's the, now, granted, y'all are looking at, Nick's quick footage when he was not looking up, when he was looking in there, okay? And what we have is, weeks of unblurring work that we've done on our photos. She was working on the back photos and I was not. I did not know this at the time until we swapped photos. And I saw what she done and she saw what I had done. And she started working on mine with me. And, that's when we, started really working because she thought that I had found a different angle of the back. She thought I had found a different angle of Kiely in the back. She really did. And so we started focusing more on
this right here.
Huh?
Did you see the girl hanging down?
Yeah, that's what we thought, that I had somehow found a different angle of Kiely in the back is what it boiled down to. We thought I had found a different angle of Kiely.
There's more than one person in here. What we think, that there's a guy.
That's what the revelation came down to. We thought, hey, somehow Debbie found a different angle of Kiely in the vehicle. Oh God, okay. Well, now y'all know who I am. But anyway,
do you have the edited version?
That doesn't matter. But anyway, so
true crime. Do you have?
It's fine. But anyway, so we're working on this and we're getting closer. We're cleaning it up and we're finding more detail. And then we're going back through the video, and that's when we realize this is not the cargo area. This is the back seat. This is right above the back seat, right behind the driver's seat.
Right.
This is the passenger window looking straight through out the back, driver's back window. Do you see out the back there? There's the fish.
There's no way this could be any kind of plant life, not in 2 weeks, not like that.
Correct. And I heard last night people at first were like, well, that's just the headrest. It's just the headrest. No, the car's upside down.
Yeah.
And when I said that,
I'm telling
they were like, oh crap, you're right. The car was upside down.
You can see right here the two headrests, 1, 2. And then what's hanging down here is hanging down and covering up that that divider thing between the windows.
In the edited version, you can see the curly hair. It's
Miss Daisy, can you?
It's wavy. Now, if you'd like, I can share my screen and I can share the slightly less blurred image that people can see, where you can see it better. Okay, but you still can't see.
Of what? Not Kiely.
Would that be okay?
Right? Not Kiely, right?
It is not Kiely, y'all. It is not Kiely.
No, there's no way that algae grow that fast. I'm sorry.
Hey, Daisy.
No, it's not algae. It is not algae. What I have.
And you can even see a face in it.
No, you can't see the face. You can see the forehead. I'll show you. You want me to share my screen and show y'all?
Sure.
I was able to get a pretty clear face to show Daisy.
Daisy, in that image you were at, like a couple seconds before that, you could see the structure of her face, her nose, and the way the head is and the hair is in the back, laying down.
Yeah.
I wish I could show closer up pictures, but maybe she'll have like closer up ones. And
that's why it's important for everybody to go and view the footage for yourself, slow things down.
And clear it up for yourself.
Yeah.
And do whatever you want to do on it.
Change your lighting, do all that stuff. Those things you have to do yourself, because we can't go put an image out here that's very clear for the whole public to see and say we put bodies out on the internet, right?
I tried to get a hold of Ryan Upchurch to see if he could clear it up, because he's got all this technology and stuff.
Somebody will.
And he would find out because in investigate, but I don't know how to get hold of him. I left a message on his thing.
Well, let's see what True Crimes want to show.
Hey, Daisy.
Trigger warning to everybody.
I can't share. Oh, I did the StreamYard on my phone this time.
Daisy,
it wasn't letting me do it on my computer like it was last night. When I did it on my computer just a minute ago, it was telling me my audio and stuff wasn't connecting. That's why I kept leaving the chat. So I just did it on my phone.
Daisy, do you have your on your settings here on your thing? Do you have your quality all the way up? Can you check that?
Hold on, let me see.
What do you mean quality?
of this video that you're sharing right now? Can you do the settings and see what quality you're running the video at?
Oh, I don't know how to do
It's
that.
right here at the bottom. You'll see where it says HD next to the CC. Click that and then go up to quality. Go all the way up to 4K. Oh, you can show in 4K. Okay. Now remember, yeah. So it'll catch up in a minute.
Okay.
We'll back up a little bit and re-show those.
True crime, are you able to show it? Can you send it or something?
Go to private chat and give me your email.
Okay. My email has not been acting right, so I don't know.
Do you want me to drop mine and I can forward it to you?
I'll put mine out and see what, and then we'll go from there if you want.
Okay. Put it in the private chat, not public.
I didn't put it in private. But guys, I'm telling you right now, I seen it up close, and you can see right now it just looks like dreadlocks, but when it's cleared up, you can clearly see curly hair, fine curly hair hanging down.
And there is a face
now there too. You can see it right now. If you go back to where it was, but right before you were at, you can see the curly hair and the facial structure.
Right.
You could tell, and you
Where's the email?
And you could tell that it's a female facial structure.
Wait.
Sorry.
No, I'm not trying to say. I said for you all to decide for yourself, Sandra. Decide
come up
for yourself. Be nice and chat.
Make your own decision.
Words in my mouth.
Everybody has their own opinion.
Listen, everybody can have their own opinion, and it's okay if you have your own opinion. We're just showing you what ours is, and that's all it is.
Well, okay, so think about it this way, y'all. Think about it this way. Why did law enforcement, the minute they come up out of that water and they hit land, law enforcement tells them not only...
There's more than one person in there, Yorkshire.
Basically, leave the premises. AWP said not only did law enforcement say, we got this from here, but leave the premises. Leave. Get out of here.
Because
they made them leave. Like, go away. Leave.
We're waiting on this. I'm going to play the rest of this so you guys can see the blurred
I need your email so that I can send you.
I put it in the back.
I don't see it. I'm in the private chat.
It's not there.
I see Shelly's comment to me, but I don't see anything from you.
Oh, where'd it go? I thought I put it in there. Maybe I didn't. I did.
There's a Twitter.
Okay.
You can look at.
There's too many people talking at once. It's making me nervous. I'm sorry.
I think we should play this video at regular speed so everybody can hear what Nick the diver is saying specifically and read his words that he put on the screen, because they wrote their own comments on the screen, right? So let's play that in regular speed so they can hear what he's saying.
But a lot of people's already watched this video 1,000 times.
Yeah, but I didn't even pay attention to his words until I seen what I seen and went back and listened to his exact words.
Let's do that, but we'll point it out. Okay.
You don't have to start at the beginning, just where he starts coming down towards the side of it.
So you guys can see this right here. Oh, you can really see it right there. Good.
And the photos are sent. So whenever you get those pulled up, you'll be able to pull them up for whoever you want to see them.
Let's play this right quick. Go look it up. I'm not seeing it. I didn't get it.
It's. Are you on regular play? Is it going fast? It's going fast.
It's on regular.
But I think we should.
See, look here in the back. They blurred this out in the back.
Yeah, and that's where
watch
his picture.
Yeah, watch his words too on the screen.
Positively identified before he even gets to the very back.
He says cannot positively identify.
No, it's
right.
Positively.
Here, rewind just a little bit so everybody can pay attention to the words on the screen. He says them separate.
Meaning he cannot positively, so he could be.
Yeah.
Anyways, he still says it. And they're only in the back. See? See?
Not positively identified.
See what I'm saying?
Anybody inside yet? I'm looking in the back now.
10-4.
So
Okay,
he couldn't
so-
positively identify
Take your time.
anybody inside
Be
yet.
safe.
Yeah.
He said anybody
Look,
inside.
look
He
how
would have
blurred
said
out
the
it is.
person.
Look how
You-
He would have
look how
said the
blurred out.
person.
Why do they have that blurred out?
Do you
Why is
see-
the back
Yeah.
seat blurred out?
Because of the dude that I sent you.
Somebody
Well,
just
see
said
that right there, what you're seeing blurred was her foot from the cargo area in that window.
Yeah,
That's what you're
you
So
looking at.
his language would be, I cannot identify the person, not I cannot identify anybody. That
Basically,
alludes
what
to
he's saying
plural.
in more professional terms is, I really can't see anybody yet. I can't see anybody yet.
No, he can't identify them, meaning he doesn't know who they are.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I
He sees people. He
Why-
sees people here.
Yeah. I mean, that could be kind of ambiguous, although they do say that they do have more
10-4.
footage
Take your time.
and more
Be safe.
information depending on, which way this goes. But I just think that he totally missed it.
Why
I
is
really
that
do.
blurred out?
Yeah, and it is blurred out.
I do think they know by now.
Yeah, you can see somebody right there. Look.
No, that is part of
Well-
like there's a bralette like thing in there.
Correct. They did blur out her bralette that they did discover later was her bra. It's a black bra.
It's like
And
a bralette
out
kind
of-
of a thing.
Right.
With a
They did.
crisscross in it.
Uh-huh.
So you can see that when you slow the video down yourself, and you see that. When we go slower again, you'll see it better. Because we'll do it in 25.25. I just want everybody to hear his words that he's
Yeah, it's
saying.
kind of like
as
a
we go around
sports
the
bra,
car.
but they call them bralettes. It's got the kind of pretty design on the back of it.
Yeah.
And they decided that just because of creeps out there, they would blur that out.
Yeah.
OMG, you guys. OMG. Hang
There
on.
could be 3 people.
This right here is proof, guys, for anybody that's skeptical. OMG.
Trigger warning, guys.
Trigger warning.
You got the photos?
Yeah. Take it back. Can you see this now?
Do you see the boot and the knee, and then that's the right knee on the other side, and go down, you can see the right arm, the right hand. That's a red jacket that she's wearing. That's black pants. Left foot is up in the window, which is
How
what you
can
were
you
just
not
looking
say
at.
that?
Right
Mods,
foot,
y'all doing
left
your
foot.
job. They come in here and they start attacking my channel. Get rid of them. There's a bunch of them in here acting like brats. Get rid of them.
So left foot is up in that window, right knee is
Especially if
bent.
they start talking rude.
Yeah.
Get out of here. You ain't got no business being in my chat if you don't believe what I say. I'm not sitting here saying this is anything. I'm showing you all and letting you all decide from there what you think. If you don't like it, get out. Get them out of here, chat mods.
Yeah, people are going to be respectful because,
If
like
you're
we
not gonna be
said,
respectful,
we're not
get out.
saying
Don't come in
it's
here
a
making
it's 100%
accusations about
fact.
me.
Yeah.
Hey, go show them the other image first, the ones with the outlines on it, to kind of acclimate them to the image, okay? And then come back to this one.
Wait a minute, just a sec. Let me show them. Can you guys see this hair right here? Can you see that?
No. Go to the other image first. There you go. Now zoom in on that one just a little bit.
Okay. I'm gonna have to take.
So this is face and hair down here at the bottom. See? Hair. Now it's not perfect, but it's just to acclimate them to the image.
You seen exactly what I seen.
Okay.
I don't know why anybody could.
Up here in the window, that's the driver's side.
You guys, listen, it's okay for you to have your own opinion, but it is not okay to be rude when you're in chat.
It's not okay to come in here and say mean
If you want to
stuff.
stay and watch,
Get rid of
just
them, mods.
chill
If
out.
you come in here being thank you, fried
If
green
you'd
tomato.
like, I can redo these side by side so you can pull them up side by side if that will
That would be
help.
great. I'm nervous already in here, and then like everything's just kind of chaotic right now, and there's people in here being brats. They need to go. I should have put this in subscribers only.
You
But
can
That's
change the
okay.
mode.
I'm bringing this to you all for you to decide. I never put it in my title. I never said 100% for sure. I'm bringing this for you guys to decide for yourself.
There's no reason, you guys, there's no
You
reason
rude.
to be rude about it,
okay.
okay? This
It's
is
okay.
these are
We're
things that
gonna.
have already been published, okay? So just everybody just take a breath. It's all right. You either watch. If it triggers you, please log out for a little bit. When you're ready to come back in, you can.
And nobody
We
is
cannot be
saying in
rude
any
to each
way,
other.
shape, or form that if this is a human being, that it's Kiely. I do not believe that in any way, shape, or form.
And Kylie
I
was in
am
the very
saying
back.
This
that
is
if this
not.
is a person, that we believe that this would be the reason for a cover up, that this would be the reason why AWP was asked to leave.
And this could be the reason why they're not that they say they've got more to release if they try to come out and say that this is. No, you're making accusations, guys. You're entitled to your opinions, but don't come in here saying that I'm doing this for this or that, or I'm making this up. I'm bringing this to you guys. I've been up all night thinking about this.
Daisy, you can show the image I sent to you too.
Because I'm just, I think they can
Daisy, we all knew that this was going to be controversial, so and that's a shocker for everybody. So everybody just take a breath.
Everybody
Just
has to
listen to
remember.
what we're saying. It's okay.
Everybody has to remember
y'all
that there
cannot
is
see.
film on the window.
If you guys watch the video as well, go back and watch it and clear it up for yourself, you guys.
On a bigger screen even. Because
You
on
all
your phone
cannot
does not
see.
do any justice.
People are saying that this right here is green algae. There's no
No,
way.
no, it's not. Go get my image that I sent you that shows that part very clear, Daisy.
Okay.
A lot
I don't know.
clearer.
I don't know
Anyway,
why I'm letting
that's
people
still not.
stress
There's
me out
algae
like
on the
that.
window and stuff, so it does, mess with the image.
Right. When you move around and you go left to right, because I thought that
Yeah,
too. When you go
you can
left
see
to
what
right,
stays.
that algae moves, but the image behind it, the blonde, there's blonde hair there. I know that, and it does not move. The algae moves when you move the camera on the glass, but what's behind it does not move. If
And
you're
on the
watching
other
video.
side of the car, when we get there, because we haven't got there yet, you will see the hair hanging down by the brush and the Truly can. A lot of people
He
cut that
moves
part
the hair
out
and tucks it
and to
back
show
in the
the Truly
window.
can.
Allegedly.
So you'll see on the other side of the car too. Just let us explain and show you guys, and then you guys can make up your own minds.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. I'm trying to find the first one you sent me. Okay. All right. I want to show this one here. It shows a little bit more of the hair being curly.
And I didn't alter anything. I took a picture of my laptop in 4K so I could see.
Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry.
You can see there. Let me get the cursor at it.
And people have to zoom in because she can't zoom in
You
on the
will
screen.
have to zoom in. I can't. But look how you can see the hair is curly. You can see, I can see it where it's bigger. You can see the curly hair. There's a girl. There's the face, ain't it?
No, down here on the bottom, hun. Go to the second image that I sent you. It's got.
Well, let's show them one person at a time because I think us showing different images of different parts that we think are bodies.
That I sent you.
That one you can see the hand too. Do you see the hand? Just look right between the seat and the headrest there. You can see a hand.
Right here?
Yeah, that's a hand. And people that can go watch on a bigger screen or watch on their 4K whatever, you can really see that clearly.
What's this is the other face.
Send you some more photos. Hold on.
Okay, thank you.
I think you're seeing
it. Okay, here's a face. She said hair here. Oh my God. Can y'all see that?
It's bad. And
you
that's
guys
why I
see
didn't
that
want to put it. It's hard because you have to zoom in.
Oh my gosh, y'all. That's scary.
This one, I could not sleep after seeing all this stuff.
And guys, these people.
And I worked in the hospital and seen, bodies, but it's much different because these are, we know what happened. These
guys,
people
I'm not bringing this
accident
to
of some
you
kind.
to try to. I just want you all to see it for yourself. Their face is going to be swelled and they're going to look. It's been a while. No, Jessica, it ain't. I mean, you might think that, but I I clearly see a nose, a mouth, a
You can see
chin,
eyebrows,
eyes,
nose, mouth, yeah.
eyebrows,
Hair.
hair down this way. And in other pictures, we're going to also see hands. Can you not see that, you guys? Can anybody not see that?
I wasn't even going to point out the other people that I seen in there, just the one that was in the past, the passenger seat, because I want people to go find this other stuff for themselves.
No,
But
this
yeah,
is
you can
Darwin.
see.
This is not Kiely. This is other people in the car, allegedly. What I think, anyway.
Yeah, when we were looking it over, we think it's a male.
Yeah.
It could be. We can't tell because
Can't
a
really
lot of them
tell,
have
but
hair,
yeah.
long hair. Yeah.
Look, they got that blurred out there.
Now, do you see to the right? Wait, see that right there on the right-hand side there? Go back, yeah.
Okay, I'll go back.
Do you see that right there above? Yeah, right there, that black spot. It looks kind of like a shoe. It's not a shoe. Right over a little bit more. That thing. That is her bralette thingy. You can see the crisscross in the back. Now, she may have had extra clothes in her car because, she's a
See
girl.
where they blurred out that back seat, you guys? They didn't even blur out the bralette. They blurred all this out. And we're going to show more because as you go around, you will see him tuck her hair in the car. And when he starts tucking, the camera goes away from it.
What looks like he's tucking, yeah. He might, he could have been feeling for the windowsill, but to me, okay, now right there, you can see the hair hanging down from this view even. Now this is a picture of my laptop. I tilted my screen away so I could see things clearer and took a picture with my laptop. So you can see the timestamp on the bottom too.
Mm-hmm. Hang on just a second, you guys. I'll be right back.
This was just to show Daisy what I was seeing, so we could discuss it before we came out here with it. That way people can't say I altered the image, because I did not. I watched their image on my 4K laptop, took pictures of it. I tilted the screen so I can see things more clear. And it's better if you sit kind of back from it. That way you can see what's algae and what's not algae or bubbles. Because those things will move as he's moving the camera. The other things behind will not. They stay still.
Does anybody else, just by the way, I know this is off topic of what we're discussing, but does anybody else find it awfully weird how perfectly positioned all those items are underwater in that front area?
Okay, now there, wait, go back
neatly,
that one. Oh, wait.
How neat they are. I mean, you know what I mean?
Right there. Do you see the hair hanging down?
I agree. I think it is too.
That is hair.
Of course, we're going to have people that's skeptical, but go get you somebody that knows how to zoom in and do this, and you'll see it for yourself. It takes you a minute. I was skeptical last night, but the more I looked at it and I turned it around, I was like, OMG.
Yeah, and I sent you a lot of pictures.
Yes, you all. I mean, I wouldn't bring this if I didn't think that there was somebody actually in there. So let's see.
That is the hair hanging down. And now this is the very clearer image. You have to kind of turn the image sideways because remember the head's hanging down. That's the hair. You see the hand do you see the hand there, Daisy, to the right of the picture? Or left of the picture, sorry.
Is that it right there?
Yep, that's a hand.
Is it like hanging down or?
It's kind of just floating there by her. Her hair is hanging down and over. I don't think she's in the seatbelt myself. I think she's just kind of floating there, and her hair is just kind of hanging.
Can you guys see it now? Can you
Once they go look at the image for themselves, they'll get it.
Yeah.
We need to start asking. And I went back through all the AWP footage, and nobody's come out and asked them if there was any more bodies in that car. And that's a question we need to start asking.
You guys, whoever it is has clothes on, and if you go to the top of the body again, the body area, whatever would be the body, if this is a body, that is a I believe like maroon, red, right? Jacket.
Right.
If you knew people were going to be skeptical, they have to be able to go see this stuff.
You have to be willing to open your mind,
this
right?
This has got nothing to do with Kiely. This has got to do with somebody else in that car besides Kiely.
Right.
Yeah, Kylie's in the very back.
I think right, and because this is not the back seat. This is not the. I mean, this is the back seat. It's not the back. And
This
This
not
is actually
tiny.
the front. This is actually the front seat area in front of the seats. This hair and this person hanging down.
This is not
correct,
tiny,
right?
guys.
It's yeah. The boot part that I'm
The
just
other,
pointing out is hanging over.
yeah, and that's a whole nother person, I believe. So I believe there's
Let me get my cursor out and show everybody.
definitely, you know, I got my mind made up. Everybody else has to go watch
That's
that
why I said
footage.
you all can decide for
Yeah,
yourself.
you have to go back to the original. Don't look at the edited stuff that people have put on YouTube.
And this one's not
Go
edited.
to the original AWP video and watch that all over again.
This image is not edited
put
at
it on
all. This
slow
is me
mode.
playing in 4K and taking a
Oh
picture of
my
my
God!
laptop.
You can right here is where you can see that she's separated from the car. Can you guys not see that? Can you not see the separation? We don't know if this is somebody which
Up for interpretation, guys.
And that would match up with the swelling of a body too, guys, okay? From somebody being underwater. If that is a thigh, for example, if that's a leg, that would, sorry to say, that would match
right
with swelling.
We're like I said, we're bringing this to you guys to decide
right.
for yourself. We're not saying yay or nay. We're showing you, look, there's clearly something there, and it's got long hair flowing down, and you can go back and look for yourself. I mean, this is creepy looking if you ask me. Hair doesn't hang in water though, but it's hanging upside down. It would. It would
Yes,
hang
hair
down.
will hang down in water. I don't know who's saying that. Have you ever washed your hair in the water? What it does? If you're sitting still, your hair hangs down. It can flow too.
Right.
But to me, I can't tell if those are dreads or if it's, you know, if that's just the way the hair is kind of matted together in the water. You can't tell that. So that's
Would
up for
this be her
interpretation too.
forehead here, and this be her eyes and nose and mouth? Because you can see like a little face right here. Is that where her face is?
I'm not going to point out a face for myself.
Okay, go to the other
I
end of
want
it.
people to go look at that and
Go to the
really,
other image, please.
Yeah.
And I'll show you the other one that I sent.
Oh, the one you sent?
Yeah.
Let me.
This is not a mop, you guys.
Why would there be a mop
algae?
in there?
It's not algae. I'm just saying.
I promise.
And I didn't alter these at all. I'm just taking pictures of my laptop to show Daisy. That's what these were for.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna bring yours up right quick, and then we'll go back and forth. Here we go. Is this the one you're talking about?
Yes. Okay, so because that's okay, so that's not even what I guess this is kind of like what Laura was saying last night, Shelley. About seeing things, you know. Because
I think if you make it black and white, you can see it better because then the colors don't distract you.
I want you. Let's go back and watch the video and let you guys see where they blur things out, they cut things out.
This is the whole view because what you're seeing in this view right here is standing, or actually this is, you know, upside down, right? So you're at the passenger window, the passenger side, and you're looking all the way through to the driver's side.
This is the driver's side. This is driver's side looking in. Passenger side's on the other side where the girl is hanging down. Or what looks like a girl, right? In our opinion. So he's pointing the camera. He's on the driver's side first. Then he goes around to the car to the back, and then he goes to the very back side window where they found Kiely. And then he goes to the front window that was busted out or all the way down. They're not very clear on that. But there's an open window on the other side where you can see the hair hanging down on the other side as well. And if you watch on your laptops,
say
in that window, do you see the boot? Do you see the winter boot?
Yep.
Like, you know, like a hiking boot, winter boot. What do you call those? Uggs, you know.
Well, AWP said that she just had regular shoes on and that they could see a lot of skin and that she was hanging down.
Well, you know what, Daisy? That's why I'm saying there's got to be at least This one could be the one that's hanging down here on the bottom part of that person. This person up top is kind of floating, right? And then Kylie's in the very back. We don't know how many people are actually in this car, but we do know Kylie's in the very back, and she wouldn't be visible in this point right here.
So
She
we're
can't
going to
be
take
visible.
you. Who's that trying to come up?
Right. There's so much that it's so obscured that you can't really see a whole lot of what's going on. And that's why I'm saying when Nick came up, this was his first dive, and he was so shaken by seeing, Kylie in the very, very back. They came up, they left the water, they went, to go get set up. They notified everybody, the police came, and then they told them to leave. They didn't get to go back down.
If you watch how they act in here as well,
how they talk,
and how they act, it's weird. So I'm gonna put this back.
Let's go back to where he started to come down to the front of the car.
You ought to watch the upside down version.
We did.
No, because people should do that too. But I think with this, trying to point things out, it's good for them to show the orientation.
Yeah.
So
Miss
they don't get
Daisy?
confused.
Yes.
Miss Daisy, I showed you, I posted the Twitter picture of what it looks like not underwater with a car upside down to try to get perspective. I don't know if it's still, the link is still up there, but I thought that helped me kind of orient myself with what it would look like and where things would be upside down,
Yeah, we should share that too.
Did you see that?
They hesitated before they answered.
Lady of Love, did you see that? Did you see that? It really helped me.
I did see another.
Play that here in just a
good.
minute.
Yeah.
After we watch the video through and through, I'm gonna let y'all listen. So that's Kylie there.
There are human remains in the vehicle. Over.
10-4.
Now this watch here. Watch right here. He tucks it in. Why did he do that?
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
What did he tuck in?
Her hair.
Oh,
I was able to see that up close. To me,
Play it again. Play it
hair.
again.
Slow-mo. Back up.
Yeah, you can put that in slow motion too.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, let's put it on 25 because I think it's better like that. I'm gonna turn it down too. So, all right, that's Kylie back there.
Actually, you can see Kylie and also into the back seat from this view. So people need to keep that in mind too. Oh no, that's not right either. Yeah,
that's way
just the back area. Correct.
Yeah, that's the back area. Yeah, I got it on 25 speed, you guys.
I want people to realize he skips over this passenger's the passenger side back window right here next to the very back window. He won't even show you there, and there's a reason for that.
You can clearly see somebody was in there tucked in.
He already knew there was somebody there, and he didn't want to show that.
Yeah.
He skips over that window.
Yeah.
That's true. He didn't even show that window.
No, and if you pay attention to AWP and go see where their cuts are, you'll put the whole picture together.
He went from the back hatch.
See, he skips over that window.
Right. It was, the hair does float in the water, but when you're underwater for a long
now watch his hand.
Okay.
Watch his hand, what he does.
That's hair.
That was weird. And then he turns the camera off of it when he does it.
Right there, watch him.
He's tucking it in.
Tucked it.
Do they have a rule where if they find multiple bodies besides the ones that they're sent down to look for, that they can't say anything?
See, they blurred that out too. I don't know.
Well, we have to realize this is an open investigation, and law enforcement's keeping this really close to their chest. So
we don't.
My guess is there's a reason why AWP is not saying it, and there's a reason why police aren't saying it, right?
We're not saying it is or it isn't. We're just showing you what we saw.
Yeah, we just want people to pay close attention to AWP.
We're not saying this is fact. This is all allegedly and
our opinions.
And there's also AWP's clues.
Yeah,
right.
They did say clues in this video. Plus, the news footage where they said the press briefing where they said, "Is there more bodies in the car?" And he pauses and then says, "No."
Where was it that he said?
And the police officer behind him is shaking his head yes.
Yeah.
Well, they were confirming what he said no, because they don't want him to tell, right? They don't want to release that. They
We're
didn't
not-
want to release that to everybody.
And we're not saying they're lying or anything. We're just saying this looks suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just
What
want
is
people to pay
that hanging
attention.
down? If it ain't hair, what is it?
And that rock,
ain't
there's a rock
healthy.
there that there's a rock that stopped that car right there.
See, it's showing some, but not. Now it's back to the other side. That's the passenger side.
He's going back to
It's
show
not
that
showing.
open window again on the other side.
I couldn't see the hair either, but he was definitely tucking something in.
When you watch that and you look at it up close and slow it down, and if you're on the 4K, you'll see the hair. To me, that's why I thought it was dreads.
Well, who else is missing, from a forensic standpoint?
That's what I was asking
I don't
yesterday.
know.
The lady that came on yesterday, I asked her if they can redact information and not share certain things with the public, just to conserve the case, and she said yes. And even if if there was, we don't know if this could have been an accident. And these are the people that were all involved in the accident, right?
Right, that's
Maybe
a seatbelt, no doubt.
Scared
That's a
teenagers
seatbelt.
seen it and didn't want to tell.
Well,
And the
Now, I
original
will tell
investigation
everybody
is
who's
for
here
Kiely.
that there
has
is.
anybody asked AWP if there was more than one person?
No.
I actually asked
Like
them.
I went through all their interviews and could not last night. I watched almost every single one. The only one I didn't watch was Duty Ron's.
I'm telling you right now, he's seen more than one person in there. That's why he's acting like that.
If you go back and watch his words on screen and put exactly how they typed it out, ...
Where's it at?
It's where he's going back. Go back to the point where he's going he's going away from that window in the front, where he says, cannot identify anybody in the vehicle, right?
Let's see if we can find that.
Meaning he can't identify those others. He was looking for Kiely.
I think that's why he was so upset.
His verbiage would be, I cannot identify the body.
Correct.
Instead, he said, anybody.
There's just so much that people need to analyze AWP footage and look at it very closely, where their cuts are, what they're saying, and you're going to put the whole story together. Even with their interviews that they've given with these other channels.
Yeah.
People need to start asking questions.
People need to ask if there was anyone else, because they've never said it either way. But
and
why
if they can't say, they'll say
even more information. They said that if that they're going to release more video footage.
Yeah, especially if this doesn't go a certain way it should go.
Yeah.
Right? So people should start asking AWP, because they'll say, if they can't say how many people were in the car, they're going to tell you. Someone says, was there more than one person in that car? He's going to say, I can't discuss that, or I can't disclose
we don't know if it's teenagers or if it's adults. If there is somebody in this car, we don't know who
did
it
you
is.
mention the missing boy that was on the news the same day?
He was on the news. He went missing the same day.
There are human remains, he said.
Yeah.
Is that where it's at?
That's from Kiely.
In the vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where he was able to identify Kiely at that point right there.
But where is it that he says?
You already played it. You must have been, I think you were probably talking.
Which one was it? Did it say it?
Yeah.
I can't identify any of the remains?
Yeah, just keep going back.
Oh, keep going back?
Yeah, go back, because it's right when he leaves that front windshield to go to the back there. Yeah, right there. Just play it. You'll hear him. Or on the screen. Read the screen and how they type it out.
Okay.
Did everybody in chat get a chance to look at the picture of the potential guy?
I'll put it back out. See, you guys can still see there in this video. You can still see the hair. Look. Look how good that is. Can you guys not see the hair?
I think the guy
is hair, you guys.
And you can see both seats in that view and see that's not a seat.
Yeah.
Are they? They're not upside down.
Okay, right here, he's going to say in a minute, he's going to say, he's going to go back in for one more look. He's trying to identify Kiely right here. He's looking to see if any of those are her. or if anybody in there is Kiely and he cannot identify her.
If they're in their seatbelts, that's the only thing going to hang down are their legs, right?
And that's my interpretation.
And
Yeah.
they're blocked up in there because I see the seatbelt over him right now. I can see him and I can see her. She's got her head on the side
But
of the
also keep in mind, guys, this video, he's not looking on the other side of the vehicle so much. I can see a strap right there, y'all. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Wow. Did you see that seatbelt going all the way across?
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, you taught that? Were you just pointing out there?
Yeah. Did you see that seatbelt going all the way across the back of
No,
the car?
that was the steering wheel.
No. It was like right across the top along the black
Oh.
bar of the YouTube video. I saw that plain as day.
Wow.
Right? Okay, keep going. It's right above, right
Wait, pause
underneath
that.
the
Go
word
back a little bit.
accident.
And
Oddly
there's
enough.
debris and there's
Pause it
fish
right there,
and-
Daisy. I want to point this out. You can see blonde hair coming down right here in the corner from the left corner down. It just showed it a little clearer just a second ago, but another area people need to pay attention to is in that area as well.
So at the top.
Yeah.
Somebody
Coming
not
down.
belted.
So
Yeah, it
somebody
looks like
could have been
somebody
in
was
that driver's
on
seat and
there.
is out of view.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, it's creepy. I'll tell you that.
There's a lot here.
If you look at the car perspective ones, that
Oh,
people
I
might
see
be
hair
able to-
right there. Is that what you're talking about? There?
Yeah.
No, even up there in the top. See the top right left corner. If you go back a little bit, that right there is the steering wheel.
Hey, pause right there. See it. What is
Where?
that?
That's a guy in a seatbelt.
Where at?
Right there. What is that?
Oh.
I can't
Oh, I
see.
see.
It's hard because it's just
Can you tell me where to
so
go with
blurry.
this cursor?
Right underneath the word between Rodney and murder. What is that strap looking thing hanging down? You could see it better about 10 seconds ago.
Oh, I don't know. I can't see it.
There's things that go in and out of view because his light's not shining on it. He's shining a light.
Right.
And
Go back just a tad.
as he's turning the light, when you're watching the video, you'll see he's turning the light. You see things clear, and then stuff goes out of view, and then that's his light. See, I can already see a hand and an arm right there.
I'll tell you exactly when to pause. Right. Hold on.
Right there's the hair on the left top. Coming down. More hair.
Oh, never mind. We're all looking at different things. So.
Is there another person
It's right here.
up on
It's
top
gonna-
or down below? Potentially.
Down below?
See it? I see a
Yeah.
strap.
I can't tell if that's a strap or not. I have to look at it closer on my laptop. But see, I think there's
Because I
one.
don't care what anybody
one,
says.
two-
Right there is somebody hanging down.
I do think somebody's floating at the top there too,
Mhm.
on this side with
Yeah.
blonde hair, because I see blonde hair hanging down.
That's the one that gets me the most.
I love my bedroom TV is smaller.
Cannot.
I think it's
He
a
says-
42 inch.
He just said cannot positively identify.
Yes, he did.
You see the
Did you
dot dot
guys
dot.
catch that? Did you
You see
guys
the
catch
dot dot
that?
dot.
Yeah, cannot positively identify.
Yes. Why would he say that if he hadn't even found Kiely yet?
And now he's going to
Why
say.
would he say that?
And now he's going to say identify any bodies yet, anybody yet.
He said he.
Wow, you
could.
guys, I'm telling you.
Or in the vehicle, however he says it. His next words are going to come up.
Mm.
And they haven't even found Kiely.
What is that next to the car right there?
That's a
Underneath-
rock. That's what stopped the car from going down even deeper. Was this rock right here? It's a big rock. That's why the car was
Wow.
kind of out and upwards. This rock
Uh-huh.
is holding that car with the back end up more too, but it kept it from sliding down more. They probably would have had a hard time finding that car.
Pay attention to what it says down here at the bottom.
Is that what they flipped the car onto though? Big old rock?
Let's watch the words real quick.
Yeah, I think it's what they got it up with. Oh man, that is.
See, that's a strap
They
right
have
there.
not,
That is a
not
seatbelt.
found anyone in that car yet. So why is he supposedly? So why is he saying that? There's no way he knows that there's at least that one is somebody. I'm telling you.
Well, there's a reason why he's pointing his camera the way he is too. He's trying to identify, in my opinion.
Yeah. Now watch this.
Here comes his words.
Cannot. Y'all see that? Cannot.
Dot, dot, dot.
And then positively identify.
So he's not sure. Human remains.
Anybody inside yet?
Yet.
See? Anybody inside yet? Can't identify anybody inside yet.
So that means that is plural, not singular. He would have said the body. He would have said the body.
I just feel like.
Well, he said he can't positively identify.
I don't see anybody, and Nick was looking right in there. Something would have been said already if there was. You don't see the hair, Tennessee Marshall?
AWP cannot come out and say that because it's an active investigation. They could ruin that by coming out and saying that themselves because remember, they're supposed to be there just to recover the car and do that part. They did their part.
Also,
and they have more footage that they haven't shown us too.
Also, if you've studied investigators, and I've watched videos of professionals and police, they lie. They are allowed to lie to the public because
they do that.
If they have information that the public doesn't know, then they can use that in their interrogations, because people know what's going on in the news, so they don't want to put it in the news. They want to know what that person knows. So they do lie. It's okay for them to lie because they're trying to get a confession or trying to get to the truth.
I think that the reason why Nick was so upset and told him to call law enforcement right now is because there is multiple. That's just my opinion that there's multiple bodies.
They didn't realize it until after they already posted the video and went over. Because when I was listening to Nick on Zab, was it Nick? No, Doug. On Zab Girl, he said she asked about the seatbelt, and he said they hadn't gone over the footage with a fine-tooth comb, but that people were pointing it out. So they went and looked and they verified, that does look like a seatbelt.
If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. That helps me bring more content to you guys and helps my channel grow and helps support my channel. I appreciate it so much. And that's why I'm able to bring this information here to you guys. Like I said,
you got to prove you were here. You got to put your DNA all over her like button.
Thank you. But I really do believe that. I mean, even if the other things we see in there that looks like faces and stuff, that could just be a mirage. But that hair is not. That hair is absolutely not.
And can be seen from both sides.
Yeah. So I'm going to play the rest of this video and then we'll get back to, I'll get back to the photos where that looks suspicious. And for those of you who hasn't seen, if there's anybody in here that hasn't seen the video of them dancing at the celebration of life, let me know and I'll play that as well. Because I have pictures and photos of the celebration of life.
And video credit to AWP again.
Yeah. Video credit to AWP and photos to Crime Mysteries and what? I forget what her name is.
It's True Crime
Hobbies.
Yeah, True Crime.
I talked to her last night and
I want to talk to you about that too, because in this photo here, AWP told everybody that she was floating upside down on her back. Like she was floating on her back, that she wasn't like laying up against the window, and that they saw skin on her legs and stuff, not like.
Those are her feet right there.
Those are?
Yeah, it's 2 feet. And she's on her stomach.
Oh, I don't think Shelly is the one was shown with us. I think that was True Crime.
Yeah. But Doug, Nick on the show Duty Ron.
Yeah.
He said that he saw her feet, her legs, and so you can see them right there. There's the left one, there's the right one.
Yeah, you can.
Yep, did.
Oh, MG, but I thought she was wearing pants.
Nope, not there. Nope.
Even seeing this video, I wonder myself did they not look at the footage close enough and see what was in there? But then I see this part where he's tucking in the hair that was hanging out, and I can see that on
Mhm.
my laptop clearly. Well, it looks like he's tucking it in. He's going to do it right now.
Tucking something in.
That's weird. And then
It's
like
weird.
the camera goes away when he does it. Like the camera, he makes sure he moves the camera where they can't see it. See? Look. See how he looks away from it?
You know, there might be radio calls to Doug that we don't know about.
Well, nobody's asked
Yeah,
AWP.
they actually cut. There's a lot of footage. You can, if you go
Mm.
pay attention to their footage, there's a lot they cut out, and you can see where they skipped over on purpose. And he does say they have more footage. So
Mhm.
Why are they
We might-
so confident that they're going to put out more video? Are they going to show us that there was more than one person in there? Because
If the-
they've never came out and said that there wasn't.
I don't even know. Actually, we can't even determine if they knew or not by this point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
think that's open for interpretation because he could be feeling for the window right there too, or he could be. There's gonna be a lot of stuff. We don't
Yeah.
know if they've actually gone over this footage with fine tooth comb, like he said he didn't.
Mhm.
He said that on Zab
He
Girl.
didn't
Doug
edit it
did.
though.
But they
Huh?
omitted that window completely.
Yeah, they completely diverted that window.
And if you look at his face when he came out of the water, this is a 12-year military veteran who has
I think
probably
they.
seen a lot.
Yes, I
And
think they
would
knew.
think that seeing the feet, I don't know. My husband is he's kind of desensitized to that, being in the military for almost 30
Right.
years. And
Right.
so, but if there's more to it than just that, then that, you know, it might explain his facial features and his reactions.
But he also said, I
Because
can't
veteran
identify anybody.
Yeah, I can't positively identify it. Means he can't make
Mhm.
an identification when he's looking inside there yet.
Mm-hmm.
To me,
But
I took
anybody
that as-
means more
I
than
also want
one.
to point out
Yeah.
one last thing before I dip out of here.
Okay.
If this was the reason that law enforcement had AWP hit the road, because AWP was very clear that law enforcement said, hit the road, get out of here, you need to leave the premises. Not just, thanks, you can hang out, maybe consult us, Law
Mhm.
enforcement has always been very, very welcome to AWP and often has them at least consult,
Yeah.
on pulling cars out.
Those pictures right there, very clear. I can see the arm and the hand and the hair hanging down.
Right. So if this is the case, and there's another person that was in this vehicle at the time of this footage, and truckee law enforcement had him leave, I believe that time was the time when they were like, well, crap, now we got to go down there and get that person out, right? So then they had to hustle and get them out of there quickly by another means.
Well, they brought something up out of the water, and I wonder if it was her. Remember, they pulled something up and covered it up on the beach. Did you
There
guys
was
see
some
that?
people that have speculated that they pulled a body out of there anyway.
Yeah, they have.
Now, when they turned this car over, if there was more bodies, did somebody fall out?
Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm wondering if when they rolled the car and they lost all that stuff, did somebody else go out the car with that stuff?
Exactly.
That's what I wonder.
That is possible. Maybe that's when they, you know what? You may be onto something. Maybe they went down there and deliberately pulled the other person out, and in the process, accidentally pulled out items,
Or, well, I think when they flipped it, it's possible that this person that's closer to that window probably came out of the car with that belongings, and they were more worried about getting the person than they were about the belongings. If they did remove a body and that's a body they're pulling out of the water, we can't tell that
look at this.
they would have had
Monica,
to.
I love you too, honey. Thank you for that super.
They would have deliberately.
Thank you.
This would have been a deliberate extraction of another person because it would have been a cover up. This would have been somebody that somebody connected to law enforcement wanted to get rid of. And that does happen, y'all. I mean, hello, I'm old enough to remember Jimmy Hoffa.
Well,
We'll
they
never
can
find Jimmy
redact
Hoffa.
information and keep information out of the public's view on anybody,
Exactly.
if they're underage, especially. They don't have to come
Exactly.
out and say, we found this person
And
in the car too.
But I want to
exactly. So if you want somebody to disappear, you know, and you got connections, you can make that happen. So if that was going to be the case, and then here comes AWP to wreck the whole plan, you know, there were a lot of people who really didn't think that AWP was actually going to show up, you know,
right.
and here they come, and you know,
I want to show you
mess up
guys
their
this
plan.
right here is the top of the seat, right? This is the seat upside down. This is the top of the seat. You can clearly see they're strapped into the seat and her hair's hanging down. Can you guys see that? I wonder if I can move that up. Yeah, I can.
And it's still very possible that AWP has not gone over that footage close enough to see this stuff too. We are out here, you know, with time on our hands, speculating and taking pictures of, you know, or looking at our laptops on bigger screens and dissecting it closely.
If any of y'all see a girl's hair hanging down upside down, put a 1 in the chat. If not, put a 2. You can't? Y'all can't see the hair? I don't see how y'all can't see that hair.
Picture an upside down mop in front of that upside down headrest.
And that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like a mop head hanging down into the water.
The top of the thing, and this is the hair flowing down from the person strapped in the seat.
Point to the side that's the blonde. Okay, just the side that's blonde. See that side that's blonde?
I didn't see blonde hair on her. I seen brown hair.
I think the light, the side that's light. See, that's the light side.
What you're seeing on my camera, my thing right there, is because I had to tilt my laptop screen to bring images out more, if that makes sense. I was looking at this in 4K.
Turn it upside down and you can see her face.
Yeah, and people have to understand that in this process, as their bodies start to swell from the water, and then they start to float because they're decompensating, right? Or whatever you call it.
If you can see if you can see what I'm seeing close up on this picture, you can see the waves in her hair.
Yeah, you have to go
absolutely see the waves in her hair.
Everybody needs to go look at the footage.
Too close up. It helps on some of these pictures to not see them too close up. When I see these images on screens that are too large, it actually doesn't. It harms seeing it. You know.
We're not interfering with the investigation. We're just putting our opinions out and what we see.
True Crime Channel.
Other people can interpret it the way they want to interpret it. We're interpreting the way we interpret it.
Yeah, and we're not bringing up drama about other people.
We're not trying to bring drama or nothing like this. This isn't Kiely, you guys. This is not Kiely. This is other people.
We're trying to figure. No, I think people need to go pull up the footage.
In my opinion.
And look at the footage for themselves before you make your own decision. Go look at that footage.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a I think my laptop screen is 19 inches, and that's what I was looking at 4K to see what I seen. And I tilted my screen back just to. I think that kind of changes exposure a little bit, and that's why you see green and blue in this picture right here, because I tilted my screen because that kind of got rid of the algae on the. It made it stand out more, the images on the inside opposed to the algae.
Right. This is just bringing what we think we are seeing. This hasn't got anything else to do with that. You can,
It's up for interpretation.
What we think we see in here. It could be true. It could not be true. But I'm telling you what, it looks suspicious to me.
I think we need to start asking more questions. When we get AWP on another live stream, if we can start asking them questions around that.
I'd like for somebody to ask them, what is this? That's freaking hair right there. That's what that is. That's hair. That's, in my opinion, that's hair hanging upside down.
In my opinion, I think Nick was in there seeing more than what they were letting on, and they can't come out and just say that because they're not part of that investigation, right? We are different people. We are
Right.
individuals just dissecting
Y'all
images
see
that we're
that
seeing
face right
for their
there?
footage.
That's the dude. If you could, yeah, they're,
Let me make it bigger if I can. Facebook won't let me do it.
that
But you
looks
can
like
see that. Can y'all
but-
see that? And then the hair flowing to the side.
Okay, Daisy, I'm going to take the image and I'm going to email it to you.
I guess
Okay.
we need to sharpen it up a little bit.
I think that the hair, what I think is that the hair would be floating. It will float up for a little while, but then after it gets saturated enough, it's liable to fall down. Especially if she's hanging upside down. You see the face?
That's the lemony snickets, I think.
Oh, we didn't say that they didn't report it. I'm not saying that AWTP didn't report it.
No,
But I
this
don't think anybody's asked them. The question was there more than one person in the car?
I looked through all the interviews except for the only one I didn't watch was the one on Duty Roms. But last night I
Hey,
stayed up and
Mama.
watched every single interview they've done so far.
Right.
And it's possible they didn't see it at first until, they went back and was examining that footage
Right.
more. And that's why it wasn't blurred out.
Exactly. That's what I say. I don't know. After 2 weeks of being in the water, I don't know, Zoe. I don't know. I'm just saying, this is just what we see. We might be wrong. We might be right. I don't know. It could be, I don't know, but it's weird.
I just
Is
emailed you
this
that one.
like is this upside down view or
Well,
No,
that's a
this
regular
is
view.
I try to take the pictures as I'm looking at the laptop so people can go look and see the timestamp. People can go to that timestamp, look at it, and look at this image for themselves. Because that's what's important, right? We don't want to go out here and say it's 100%. We want people to go
Take this one down.
so if this
analyze
person
and look up.
technically was not belted in, this person would have, well, I guess I don't know. Trying to figure it out.
Well, if there was an accident and if this car rolled at any point, somebody could be stuck in a position for a certain reason that we can't see.
Okay. So this is the face.
Now you can zoom in, Daisy, so they can see.
Oh my gosh. Look at the fingers. Can y'all see
Oh yeah. See, this is where it gets graphic, and this is why I didn't want to show my images because
let me put okay. Can y'all see it?
You can see the hand, the fingers.
Can y'all let me get my cursor on there again.
Back out a little bit so you can see that.
Can you see those fingers?
The face is here on
They're swelled. Those fingers are swelled.
The large area, I'm pointing up to a face.
You can see his hairline and everything.
I can't
his eyebrows, his nose, his mouth.
And what I pointed out here in the middle is it looked like somebody in a hat to me with longer hair. Looks like blonder hair sticking out. But that could be, a lot of this can be
a beanie.
Can y'all see it now?
Some of these things can look like a face and not actually be a face, if you know what I'm talking about. But this, to me, looks definitely like a hand. I can see blackened fingernails. What happens when the body starts to, they don't have any oxygen to those nails. So that's what happens.
Was this in the front?
Yeah, this was in the front. What was laying on the floorboard area?
You don't see the fingers?
Oh, this is creepy.
It's spooky. Look at the fingers. You can see they're swelled. You can see fingernails.
Zoom in a little bit more to those what we're showing.
On which one?
The hand.
The hand over here?
Yeah, zoom into that. Zoom your picture in more.
Oh, shoot. To the hand?
Yeah, okay, right there.
Can you guys see that hand? The fingers are swelled, fingernail polish.
You can't tell if it's fingernail polish if that's just where the fingernails. Because remember, the bed's blackened when they're
Can you
no
see
longer
that?
here for a while.
I think that's the lemony dude.
Exactly. Yeah, I know that y'all can't.
I see the
nose.
nose.
Look, they're swelled. You can tell they're swelled. Those fingers are fingernails. I'm gonna zoom back out so y'all can see the face. Oh, whoopsie doodle.
And this is just a picture of what I was seeing on my laptop. That's it.
Forehead, hairline, eyebrows, eyes, nose, mouth, chin.
That's light blonde.
Well, I
hair.
think that area you just pointed as the chin, I think that's clothing that's kind of obscuring the chin area there, possibly.
You don't know the hair.
The
won't-
floorboard.
Okay, guys, we
I'm
don't
not gonna
know what
lie, I
the
see a
hair
kitty
will
cat right
do after being in a car for
You
a
see
few
what?
days.
now. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of see a kitty cat face right now, but
Yeah, you can look at these images long enough and start to, see all these weird images. But
I'm
That really
getting
looks
so
like a
creeped out. I
face to
think my
me.
brain's trying to
Yeah.
think kitty cat, think kitty cat, think kitty cat.
Well, we think
Yeah.
at least two other people besides Kiely.
Can you zoom out
Right.
of that?
I
Plaid
can.
shirt or something.
This is just our opinions. We're just bringing this
Right.
to you guys.
Lady of Love. You see a plaid shirt or?
All right,
No,
guys.
I
All
said
right,
I see
guys.
I see
We're
a
gonna take a
plaid
break.
shirt.
We're gonna take a break.
clothing. I can't see details of clothing now.
And it could be anything that landed down there.
I didn't do these images to put online, right? I did these. I took pictures of my laptop to show Daisy. None of the images were altered. This was on my 4K laptop. I just pushed my screen away a little bit and was able to take
Right,
images
Ronald?
and show them to Daisy.
We're just bringing these images to you all so you can decide for yourself. You can go back and watch the AWP video and decide for yourself.
Now, Daisy, go back to that one where I showed. Oh, that's what I'll do. I'm going to send you the other image of the hair up closer to your email.
Christine sent me something here. That kind of looks like it too. Oh, that's the same one, Christine, that we're showing. She sent me some images too. Now listen, everybody, people don't need to get mad at me over this because
Hi, Lunar.
We're just
because I'm
interpreting.
just bringing it like any other creator would do is bring it.
Why can't we just have an opinion?
Right.
They need to
Those
just
people coming in saying they're unsubscribing, da da da. Well, if you're going to unsubscribe that quickly, then you're probably not going to stay anyway.
Yeah, listen,
Opinions
you
are like
guys.
belly buttons. Everybody's got one.
This is up for you guys' interpretation. You guys can go view AWP's footage for yourself and have your own opinion. We formed our own opinion based on what we're seeing behind the scenes, right?
I don't care what nobody says. That right there is fingernail polish, and that's a big fat finger, and there's a finger, and there's a finger.
You can see the thumb too.
My opinion. You can clearly see it. Can you guys see that? Fingernail polish there. The outline of fingers.
I can't tell if that's fingernail polish or if that's just because remember the nail beds are going to turn completely black and the fingers are going to be discolored.
It depends on how long they've been in there.
Yeah, I can't tell if that's fingernail polish. So that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to keep it. It is our opinion. You guys have to go view the footage for yourself and determine for yourself because that's what's important. AWP has the footage already out there. What we're sharing is AWP footage, and this is just on my pictures of my 4K laptop. That's it.
If this is really people, it's sad.
But I think when this all comes out, everybody's going to realize, and then it's all going to make sense. And I think
It's gonna be
we'll
really
understand why everything's been hush hush.
Yeah. I mean, let me go back. Let me pull yours back up again.
We don't even know if AWP has done he said in Zav Girls. Let me see when that interview was.
I wish somebody would ask them.
Listen, on Zav Girls interview. Let me see when that was.
Not been asked. The question has not been asked to them.
Nope.
Yeah, it has not. That's one question that has not been asked.
Nope. And I went over every single interview last night with a fine tooth comb to make sure there was not ever asked to AWP on their interviews on these channels. The only one I didn't get to watch was Duty Roms. So on Zav Girls on the September 9th, she did the interview with Doug, and he's the one that says that he did not. They asked about the seatbelt, and he made it very clear that they have not gone over this footage with the fine tooth comb. So they went back and looked at that part. People pointed out the seatbelt, and to him, it does look like a seatbelt as well.
For those who just joining me, there's the picture of Sammy and the girls dancing at the celebration of life. Sammy's in the white skimpy dress.
We don't even know what they all know, right? We
Right.
don't know what anybody knows, what the mom knows, dad knows, or
Right.
PI knows. But we can say that law enforcement is keeping all this stuff tight to the close to the vest for a reason. We don't know if there, if there was an accident, if there was a cover up, or if there was what it is.
Y'all, I'll be right back. I gotta run to the bathroom right quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hold the fort.
It's just important for everybody to go and view the footage for yourself, because our images on the screen are going to look much different than what you can see on your screen. I didn't alter my video in any way to be able to see this, except for to move the screen back away a little bit, and that was it. And my screen's 19 inches. But people need to, there's just there's so much animosity and hate going around on YouTube. We're seeing people get attacked, Zab Girl getting attacked. Everybody's getting attacked from no matter what you do.
Because they're not really doing true crime, they're just doing drama.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing well, and a lot of people like drama, unfortunately. Yeah, they're attracted to it.
I just don't go to those. I have a few people that I watch, and this is my favorite one.
Yeah, I can say I watch a lot of channels, and it's just to get tidbits of information. The true crime channels,
All right, and if this does come back to be more than what we think, then it is. It is.
Yeah, we have our own interpretation of the AWP footage.
Well, hey, I mean, everybody has differing opinions on every case. I mean, I probably have a different opinion of O.J. Simpson than a lot of you guys, and I may have a different opinion of Michael Jackson and his guilt or innocence than a lot of people. Like I have a totally different opinion of the Menendez brothers and Casey Anthony, and
everybody has their own opinion.
Exactly. We all have our differing opinions of all of those people. And it's okay. It's just like politics. It's just like politics. And it's okay to have differing opinions. I mean, the Casey Anthony case is just so insane. I'll never get over it.
Oh, yeah.
And the Zimmerman case, did you guys follow that one? The George Zimmerman case? That was so hard to follow. I've been following all this stuff.
Is that the one where he shot the boy?
Yes.
I followed that.
Hey, Daisy,
I was so torn on that both ways too,
In that image right there, Daisy, you can kind of see something on the top there. Do you see that?
Well,
so you can see the two headrests. You can see the two headrests there. 1, 2, and then you see in my interpretation is hair coming down. And I also see something floating on top there, in my opinion, but that's my opinion.
Where at here?
So you're looking
No, at the very top. Okay, right there. Go along that ledge there. Do you see that? All the way down. Yeah. Do you see that all the way down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be the passenger side window, right? That you're looking.
You can see part, and then you see the rest of this. The rest of that is the seat.
It could be somebody back there.
Yeah, we can't even. It's not clear enough for everybody to see all the details, because there's a window with algae on it, and there's sediment in the car and stuff on the windows. But you can see this hair from this side of the view of the car, and then very much so on the other side. You just have to go look at the footage closely. What I think is hair.
Hey, is there somebody in chat who could check for me real quick and tell me if Twitter's down?
And true crimes pull up. True crime people pull up. They pull up images of crime scenes and stuff, and they analyze. That's what we're doing. We are pulling up AWP footage and looking at AWP footage. None of that's altered footage. None of that. My laptop is just 4K, and I can, I was able to. I just took screenshots to show what Daisy's showing is the screenshots I sent to show her, just so she can see what I was referencing, and so she can go watch the video for herself and determine for herself.
Yeah, she wasn't sure if we should put it out or not, but I was like, yeah, let's put it out and see what people think. We're not saying it is for sure. We're just saying it looks suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
What it looks like on our end to us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody
If
can
this
go.
ain't hair, what is this then?
That's the.
Look how curly. You can see it. Curls in it.
Is that the sticker on the window? So that would be upside down?
Yeah, this is the vehicle upside down. So we're looking at the footage
Yep.
exactly as he was showing it, because this is my laptop screen on the bottom. You can see the timestamp.
Yeah, I can see the data source, the sticker upside down.
Yeah, so we're seeing the car is upside down in the water. So that body would be hanging, either floating or, you know, it's very well she could be in that seat, in the seatbelt too. We just can't tell that part because you can't see up into that part of the car.
Yeah.
The seats are above. The bottom down here, what would be the top of the car.
Could you show the picture of the upside down in the car, like the real, like not in water? And then that, I think that would help.
Okay, I think somebody put that in the back chat earlier.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, look at that one, Daisy.
I'll have to
It's
pull it
just
up.
interesting because it helped me.
Oh, yeah. It
orient
is.
myself.
Yeah, there's a lot of diagrams that put up so you can see what the car would look like. You know.
Yeah, I think it was 4 pictures that were posted. I believe it was a CRV, correct? Or
I thought I pulled it up. It must have went down.
I think Twitter's gone down. We've crashed it, or someone did.
Oh.
SF
So it's not just me.
We was trying to get him to come up here, but I don't think he's going to. I don't think he will.
He's really upset because, you know, he's getting attacked. Everybody's getting attacked, though. I don't think you should take it personal because, I mean, look, people are just hating right now. This case has brought out a lot of anger and frustration.
You see yeah, so
you guys see it?
One, you can kind of get a sense when you're looking in these pictures.
I wish I could make them bigger.
Can you click on them individually?
There we go.
Yeah.
So this is what you're seeing, and then the hair is hanging down this way, right?
Okay. That helps.
Yeah.
You're seeing this, and then you're seeing the hair hang down.
In front, in the front window. And now you can see also from this view that when he pans the camera around, you're getting a view also not from the front, but also into the backseat area. And even in this backseat area, you're going to get a view where he was saying he's seen a pair of shoes. He was talking about Kiely's shoes hanging out from the very back. And he can see those being under here, just pointing his camera. Because that far window right there was halfway down, remember?
Mm-hmm. I wonder why. Huh.
The roof area is bigger than what I thought it would.
Yeah, that would be.
There's a lot of room there.
There is a lot. So Kiely was floating with her back like this.
Yeah, you can see the windows, right? I think.
And then her hair was hanging down. Her arms were hanging down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
And this is not a CRV.
Oh, it ain't?
Let's go back to that back. Well, not from the back, because the CRV seats are complete. It's similar, yeah, but the CRV would have the big seats hanging down here. There's not that much room, is what I'm saying, in the CRV. See how you can only see one headrest here?
I think this one has a bigger cargo area.
Yeah, this looks like a bigger car. But it's, they're all similar.
But I think the CRV.
This one does have that seatbelt. See that seatbelt in the roof?
Yep.
Where at?
Right there on the bottom.
Let me see.
This is a seatbelt coming out. They pull out.
Oh, right there?
Yeah.
That's the seatbelt.
Do you think that's the same one that was kind of sticking out here on Kiely's?
The one in the CRV is kind of back a little further up above the seat area, but it comes out just like that and retracts, and that's probably what's stuck in there. It could be what's stuck in there.
It's a cargo.
That's another thing that's up for interpretation.
It's a cargo strap that holds your cargo or stuff down.
Yeah, you can
strap your stuff. I don't think it could be algae. Algae would not grow that fast, and
that's not algae.
No, the hair. That's and I don't know. It's something that looks like hair. I'm saying.
Now listen, it depends on your hair. But if you go hang your head upside down in water, some of your hair will flow and some of it's going to go down. That to me almost looks like dreadlocks. I can't say if it's dreadlocks or not, but to me that looks like dreadlocks. And if they are dreadlocks are very heavy.
we don't know what hair's going to do after a day, 2 days, 3 days in a
No,
car,
and it was
or
how many
2 weeks
days
after
out?
it gets saturated.
Almost, was it 2 weeks?
2 weeks allegedly.
Or maybe even a little longer?
I don't think it was 2 weeks, but
If we went from the 6th to when she was
There's a
found,
steering wheel.
yeah,
we don't know what the hair will do after all that time either.
after it gets
And
saturated.
I can't tell what kind of hair it is, if it's dreadlocks or if it's not dreadlocks. It just looks like curly hair, brown hair to me on that side.
Well, potentially
I
someone could
wouldn't
be.
think algae would grow like that. I just don't think it would grow that fast in one place.
And that's not algae.
It's not
Somebody
everything's growing all throughout the car.
could tell me that's a mop head, and I would believe that more than algae.
Could someone be lodged up there, like under the steering wheel, like upside down?
It's possible somebody,
like the floorboard area.
people can get lodged anywhere in the car, right?
Yeah.
Especially if there's an accident involved.
And there was so much debris in the car, and all that got mixed in with things, and
And you can't even see the windshield because it's on the ground. It's very dark in the car.
Yeah.
You can't even tell where the windshield's at.
Yeah, someone brought that up, that it was cracked, like someone's head might have. It was like a round shape or something.
Yeah, and the crack, it looks kind of like it was pointed outward more. So it did look like something had hit the windshield.
I am reading chat.
That's
Y'all,
right.
that is the CRV.
Is this
That
a
is a
CRV?
CRV.
Yeah. What year though?
It might not be a 2013, but that is a CRV.
So why are this has to be a newer model then, because the back seats are way different.
Right.
But anyways, it's still very
That's
similar.
why I was trying to get Upchurch I was trying to get his attention about these pictures, because he's probably got people that can go in and clean this up and make it look those pictures and be able to tell whether or not those were.
And I wouldn't put
other people.
anything you clean up close like that. I wouldn't put out online because.
No, I wanted him to look at it.
I'm just trying to tell people out there not to do that out of respect, because it's one thing to point out areas for you to go look at and determine for yourself, clean them up, look them out for yourself, so you can make your own opinion, so we can start asking questions.
Like what I'm just saying is
Treat Squirrel in chat says that Doug was asked about other bodies, and he they said that they want to say it was on Dad's channel, but he said he couldn't answer that question, and that the answer was followed by the explanation of the other videos that they're holding back.
What? Are you kidding me?
I didn't see that, and I watched both of the interviews on Zap Girls last night and went over both areas. I mean, it's possible. Can somebody link that and share it to Daisy?
Wow, if that's the case, OMG.
That's all we need them to say, is if they can't talk about that or they can't say, and that's gonna give us more of a,
I don't know how to send these to Upchurch. I'm not a big whiz on that stuff.
But I went through all the interviews last night and I didn't hear any questions asked about bodies in there. Only in the news interview. The only one I didn't watch was the one on
well, that right there makes you think that for sure now. It makes me think that for sure.
But we need to confirm that.
Yeah, I didn't hear that, Daisy, and I listened to both of those last night. So if somebody can link that and send it to Daisy.
Yeah, send that to me, y'all.
I'll post her.
I know that's on YouTube. Do you guys have that link? Because Treat Squirrel says that it's all the clips of Doug speaking to the other creators and the answers that he's given.
OMG.
I know that I've seen that too.
If he did say that, oh my goodness, then we might be on to
we can't cuss on the farm.
No.
Well, not bad.
Well, shit.
You can say sheet. I just like
Can I say something that my mama used to say all the time?
Sure, if it's not God's name in vain. That's the only
she
one.
She used to say, well, piss on that noise. I never understood that.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
What does that mean?
That means
I don't know.
I was raised on a farm, okay? So
piss
she used to say that all the time.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I never understood
Dove
it, and I never really asked her to explain it. And I thought it was so funny. She'd say, because she didn't really cuss that much, but that was one of the things that she always said, and I thought it was so cute. Well, piss on that noise.
Why? Yeah.
What the
What?
heck with that? The heck with that noise? Yeah, something like that.
Who was the people? Who was it that Doug was saying that to?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Someone said Sad Girls, but I watched both of those interviews over again last night to make sure I didn't
Was
miss
it
that, and I
Lana?
couldn't find it. So unless she took it out, I just don't see somebody pulling
Thank
that
you,
out though.
Donna.
So it's
I don't know.
possible, you know. I was up. I only slept 3 hours yesterday because I was going over this footage for 7 hours.
Well,
Yeah,
now
let
Wow.
me see
I'm
if I
be
can find it.
watching all their interviews again, all over again.
Yeah, they
I
did a
think
lot
it's
of
in my
interviews.
history. I think I watched it.
Sammy's living it up, y'all. Look at her.
Miss Daisy, can I share what the channels they went and did interviews on so people can know?
There's
Yeah.
actually a compilation. Somebody created a you know what I'm trying to say.
Well, the problem with that is they can't
Of
hear
all
everything
of
that
them
was said.
together.
So okay, so on Zab Girl on August 31st, Jared went on Zab Girls, and then on 10 to Life, September
Went to life.
2nd,
Yes.
Jared went on her channel, and then Zab Girl again on September 9th. Doug went back on there, and then Grizzly True Crime. I don't know the date on that one, but Nick the Diver went on that one, and also Nick the Diver went on Duty Roms. Popcorn Planet also September 2nd. Doug went on that one, so they've been on a lot of interviews.
But you're thinking it was Zap Girl, maybe?
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Somebody in
Wait,
chat
Duty
heard
Ron.
that.
Nick went on Duty Runs too.
Yeah.
Oh, now did you see them on a Criming Shame? That was a good one.
Wait, which one was it? I didn't see that one.
Criming Shame. It's a very,
Shame.
very small channel. I couldn't believe that they were on there.
Uh-huh.
Very, very tiny channel. A Criming Shame.
I'm gonna write that down because I didn't see that one.
That's a nice.
If anybody's
Maybe
heard
that's the one we're missing.
interview,
That might be it. It was a very in-depth interview. The girl on there was totally fangirling on him too. She was like grinning the whole time. She could not believe that she had Doug on her show. It was so cute.
It was Doug.
Wow.
It was Doug, and he answered some really good questions, and that might be the one that y'all are talking about. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
because she allegedly are saying that he wasn't. That right there says a whole lot to me. If they won't confirm that there was no other people in the car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
'cause
seems like
whatever they
it would
can't
be
talk
kind of an
about.
easy question that they should be able to just answer. Well, duh, of course there weren't any other bodies in the car.
Right.
Yeah, if
it was just Kiely and
they're
But
really
he
respectful. So if
there's
they can't answer it, they say I can't answer that or I can't talk about that.
But it might be
and
in
they
the next
and that
video.
might be why they have the two others because they're going to expose that there were more than one body in that car. In my opinion, I really I don't know about this one.
Can we
It
take
looks-
that one down?
2+.
Some of these are some of these I think are just people need to go look at the actual footage for themselves. Cause yeah.
You should see the one that I showed. Woo.
You want me to pull yours up?
If you want everyone's opinion of the one with the man.
The what now?
Oh, is that the one we showed on the live the other day?
Yeah.
What now?
Remember the one that she seen the face the other day?
Oh
and she
yeah,
showed
yeah.
it?
What's her name under here? Shit. Okay, here it is.
Oh,
it's a video. Hang on.
Well, it was CP.
Shell, is it
Oh
Shelly?
yeah, I sent you Sammy's lyrics, but it was the other email.
Honey, let me tell you, Shelly's looked pretty scary to me too.
That one I couldn't tell. That one I couldn't see in my 4K images. I couldn't find that, but it looks like an there's so many areas that could be faces that we're seeing too. Even some of mine could be a mirage or the way we're, you know.
This is Shelly. I'm telling you, she's seen the same thing. Where's the face at, Shelly, on here? Are you there? You don't see the hair there.
Yeah. So this
Shelly,
is down on the floor, on the ground. Let's just say it's on the
and
ground
that's
because
the
that's where
same
it would.
place where we see the other one. That's why I thought Shelly's was telling the truth.
Ground
Shelly,
level.
where'd you go?
Did she?
Shelly,
She'll be back up, I'm sure.
are you there?
She probably lost internet service.
I'm still here.
She just dropped off, so I think she'll be back.
Ryan, be nice,
Okay.
honey. Be nice in the chat. Be nice. Don't be mean. But yeah,
Everybody needs to go pull up the footage and look at it for themselves. You analyze it yourself. You make your own determination. We're just sharing our opinions and what we think and what we see,
right.
Behind the scenes of it.
And once again, in this picture of Shelly's, you can see the hair right there.
Yeah, and that's not a mop.
No.
And it's not algae hanging down.
Where was I seen that? She told me one, and I seen it just as clear as day. It was, and I think it was in the same place.
Is she in chat?
Did she drop in chat? To her.
I'm sure she'll be back.
Can anybody clip that where there was a man gone missing a week before Kiely? Now his picture is gone and nothing about him.
That's what's strange too, and that's why I was asking those questions yesterday. There's locals that were saying that there was stuff that was in paper missing people, and then all of a sudden it disappeared.
Shelly, this is your picture here.
Yeah, if you rotate it to the right so that it's vertical,
and
then zoom in.
I can't do it. You won't let me do it. So can you explain to where it's at?
If you tilt your head to the left and zoom in.
Is it up here or is it down here?
It's down. It's right there. You're pointing to the face right there.
That's the same place.
Yeah, it's the same face I'm seeing.
As Lady of Love's found. Remember?
So your image was very clear.
Yeah. So yours and hers matches up.
And that's what she was saying, that she thinks it's a male.
Wow.
That channel name, y'all, I guess it's a new channel. I'm not sure. I just came across it by accident. It's called It's a Criming Shame.
It's a crime.
And that's where Doug went on the other day.
Is that where he said that
there should be a better image in there than that? I don't know how you turn it. Let's see.
Yeah, I think people should just start asking questions. And
if AWP did not confirm, then we don't know how many people were in there. But I know this is awful sus to me.
And also them pausing in the news the news briefing when they were asked that question, if there was another body. They did
pause for a second. They paused, and I'll play that again if y'all suspect.
Let's play that again, just so they can see it.
Let me go find it.
I'm gonna even do another picture. A better one.
So Shelly, you was right all along, in my opinion.
I've been saying this. I've seen this guy 2 weeks ago.
You said it in front of Ryan that day, and he seemed like he was pretty.
I said it right to Ryan, and I sent my picture to Ryan, and I sent my picture to, where was I, Dolly? And nothing. I sent them to everybody.
Ryan seemed like he was a bit interested in it.
You and Laura are the only ones that believe me.
Oh, well, we see other stuff too, along with yours.
Yeah, that's why people just need to go analyze for themselves so they can see. You don't have to say we're right or wrong. Just go look. Go dissect the video yourself.
It depends.
Yeah. Oh, this is it, isn't it?
It depends. That's a complicated question. I'm not an expert in water. However, temperature of the water, things like that come into play. But it can add to.
Let's go back.
Water does over 2 weeks to evidence.
It depends. That's a complicated question. I'm not an expert in water. However, temperature of the water.
Watch how he hesitates when they ask him.
But it can add difficulty based on many factors.
Hello, Richard.
Cause damage to, obviously, things that we want to look at to investigate, but also to bodies that may have been submerged for a period of time.
There likely could have been tire tracks or some type of signal that a car did go into the water there. Did rain impact that? Did this heavy activity in the area impede seeing those signs?
I think everything's a factor, but again, that's where we rely on the MATE team from CHP to come in with their expertise and be able to provide some of those answers.
And it seems that Adventures with Purpose have pretty sophisticated equipment. Is this something that the agencies here have, or you will still need?
Yeah, I'll have to debrief with them to figure out what equipment exactly they use to see if it's items that we have or if it's a matter of training with the items that we have. So until we talk to them and know exactly what they used and how they went about it, I wouldn't be able to answer that correctly.
They also said the car was 14 feet deep. Did y'all go that far to look for the car?
Yeah, some of that information is sometimes deceiving. So yeah, the car was reported at 14 or 15 feet. However, the water level since the 6th has also dropped a vertical 3.5 to 4 feet, which could be 20, 25 feet.
Is this
off the
past
coast.
that point
a lot
already?
of things have changed in those
I
aspects.
think it might be.
So we really can look at all that information and sort through it. It's
Darn
difficult to say
No, you're
whether
good.
those
You're
factors
good. You're good. You're good.
Let's go
I
back.
think you were
that
good.
the resources came out and were able to help us in locating.
Were there signs that the person?
It's at the 12-minute mark. It's this
I think that's too
interview,
preliminary for
okay?
us to be able to
But it's at the
determine that.
12-minute mark when he admits that they never actually dove looking for her in Prosser before
We were looking
AWT.
for his comment. We were looking for his comment about no body in the car, no other bodies.
Correct. So I think it's right after that.
Okay, here we go.
Comment on at this time. What I can tell you is we'll do a thorough investigation. We'll take
Hang on,
every
we're
bit
gonna
of
speed
piece
it
of
up till we
information that we
find it.
have, including what's already been provided to us, and we'll reach some conclusions that we provided to parties interested.
Before Adventures with Purpose went out there this weekend, when was the last time that we had swimmers or divers from you, any of these agencies?
Because he goes in
Go
and
back.
I defer back to
right here.
Yeah, I would say that we actually had divers not necessarily in Foster, but in lots of bodies of water up until even the days that they were there. There were many ponds that were falling up on the full stream, as well as other bodies of water. So I don't know if dive teams ever just
He said not
Oh, you're
necessarily.
going too fast.
He said not necessarily in Prosser. I picked up.
Yeah, slow it down.
All right, let me slow it down, y'all. We're analyzing.
but in lots of bodies of water.
Swimmers or divers from you, any of these 16 agencies out there searching in that area?
I defer back to the Nevada County Sheriff for that question.
Yeah, I would say that we actually had divers, not necessarily in Prosser, but in lots of bodies of water up until even the days that they were there. There were many ponds that we were following up on Coldstream, as well as other bodies of water. So I don't know that dive teams ever discontinued. It was more of trying to still follow up on all of those things. And I believe Adventures with Purpose also had been diving at other lakes as well within the area.
Okay, can you pause there for just a minute?
From the time that Adventures with Purpose.
Did you hear he had dive teams not necessarily in Prosser?
I mean, do you guys really pick up on what he's just saying? He's totally deflecting. Totally deflecting and talking about all the other water all around, except for where this little girl was.
Do we know the news source on this one so we can credit them?
It's KOCO.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I want to know why nobody said, oh, wait just a daddum minute. What did you just say, sir?
Not necessarily Prosser. We've been diving, but not necessarily Prosser.
Yeah. And I went back and I looked at the footage of them, quote unquote, searching. You know what they were doing out there at Prosser when they said they were searching?
Fishing?
What?
I found the actual footage. Their quote unquote divers were snorkeling around the perimeter on the other side by the other boat dock ramp. Not even over where she last pinged. They never searched over on that side.
You know why? Because the phone pinged at there's a circumference, right? So the phone pinged. They were searching in that area where the phone pinged. It pinged from the campground area, right? Isn't that what they said?
But they went off on the other side. You know the boat ramp that's on the
it's right.
other
It's
side?
on the other side of the campground.
That's where they went over there and searched. They didn't search over by the where the car was found. They never searched over there.
I think they did.
They searched on land and they snorkeled, but they never actually got in the water, down in the water.
I know that they put swimmers first, right? The swimmers were there looking for a possible phone. The swimmers were there so that way they wouldn't muck up the water, and then they were able to get the divers in.
Right, they snorkeled around.
Oh, thank you, imaginary piece. And thank you. Kind of frustration when asking several questions in chat, but no response. What
Oh, I'm
questions
sorry.
are you
I was
asking,
watching
Imagine?
chat
I'm
myself,
sorry.
and
I'm sorry, Imagine.
I'm
What was
gonna
the
throw
question?
up.
What's the question, honey? Thank you for your super chat. Ask question, I'll answer. I'm gonna play the rest of it, guys. Okay.
Started, how long it took them to find it?
You'll see
You're
it here in
talking
just
on
a
Prosser
minute.
Lake specifically?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was relatively quickly, but I don't have an exact time. Like, again, we're gonna have to debrief with them, figure out, between putting equipment down, getting in the water, and identifying where the car was at.
Can you talk about what happened last night in terms of taking the car out? What kind of law enforcement was there and what happened last night?
Yeah, I mean, I think most of the law enforcement partners you see behind me were present during that time, trying to do the best they could for ensuring that everything was done correctly and also trying to add some levels of privacy to the best of the ability in worrying about the family and ensuring that they were covered as well. But I mean, beyond that, I don't know what your specific question is asking.
Logistically, how do you get a car out that's offshore? How does that happen? And then where does the car go? What happens? What happens from last night to when you arrived to today?
Yeah, so once the car was located, dive teams were assembled. I believe Placer County was probably still the primary dive team. They have to use lots of devices to lift the car, turn it over, and then the use of tow trucks was what made it possible for pulling the vehicle out of the water. And the vehicle is taken down. The FBI has offered up assistance and are going to be helping to conduct investigation regarding the vehicle itself and making sure that we don't miss something that may be in there that we're not aware of.
Are you guys confident the car was in the water since the night of the party?
I have no reason to believe that it wasn't, but until we have those answers, I don't know the answer to it.
Can you just clarify as far as what teams have been in that area before Adventures with Purpose, if any, on that specific, on Prosser?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost so many that it would be hard to link out between the different teams. There were numerous boats, Yuba County, Alameda, Nevada County, Placer County, swimmers came from Washoe County. We had divers from every single one of those agencies and then some. I mean, it was a vast amount of people. And I would just say, unless you've conducted these types of searches and tried to do it, it does take a level of expertise and nothing's perfect. When you fly a helicopter over the air trying to identify if something is there, most places give that less than a 5% probability of detection, meaning if you flew over, you only have a 5% chance of seeing something. You got trees and brush and bushes and dirt and all these other things, and it becomes a pretty difficult task. Even though once you find the answer, on hindsight, everything looks 20/20. The reality is it's not that simple. It is pretty complex and it's tough. So again, we're just appreciative that the resources came out and were able to help us in locating.
Were there signs that the person in the car tried to escape?
I think that's too preliminary for us to be able to determine that at this time.
Was there more than one body in the vehicle?
No, there was not more than one body in the vehicle.
Describe the difficulty of what.
Gotta slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, I slowed down.
Yeah, I speeded it up because I don't feel like this. I don't feel like hearing all that stuff. Everybody's already heard it once. Here we go. Catch it. He hesitates and look at the cops behind
I
him.
think that's too preliminary for us to be able to determine that at this time.
Was there more than one body in the vehicle?
No, there was not more than one body in the vehicle.
Oh,
Body language.
wow.
They all looked at him.
They all got so
He
serious.
hesitated and looked up.
Look how serious they look at him too. So
Trees and brush and bushes and dirt and all these other things,
Here,
it becomes a pretty difficult task. Even though once you find the answer, on hindsight, everything looks 20/20. The reality is it's not that simple. It is pretty complex and it's tough. So again, we're just appreciative that the resources came out and were able to help us in locating.
Were there signs that the person in the car tried to escape?
I think that's too preliminary.
Look how red
for us
his
to be able to
face
determine
is.
that at this time.
Was there more than one body
some
in
kind
the
of
vehicle?
echo.
No, there was not more than one body in the vehicle.
Describe the difficulty.
His blood pressure's at least 200 over 180, man.
Exactly. So y'all heard it there. You seen it yourself. You've seen the hesitation, him looking up in the sky. We've all watched the interview room. We don't know. We just heard rumors that she was pregnant. I don't think she was. I think
That's
was
another theory, yeah.
Yeah.
There's
But
so many
y'all
theories,
seen
guys.
it
Anything
yourself.
could have happened, really.
Look at the body language. I mean, that.
Oh yeah, let's play it one more time. Look at the body
Look
language.
at the guy has got like ghost face.
And to
Yeah,
preserve
let me-
a case,
I'm gonna
they're
slow
allowed
it
to
down for
lie.
you guys. My
They're
husband-
allowed to lie.
Rhonda
slow it down
Rodriguez
so you guys can
says
see
that she thinks it's Popcorn Planet, the one with Doug, the one that we're looking for.
Okay. I slowed it down so you can watch.
It depends. That's a complicated question. I'm not an expert in water. However, temperature of the water, things like that come into play. But it can add difficulty based on many factors that can cause damage to obviously things that we want to look at to investigate, but also to bodies that may have been submerged for a period of time.
There likely could have been
You said
tire
bodies.
tracks or some type of signal.
Hey,
that a
he
car
did say
go
bodies.
into
Did
the
he?
water
Let's
He
hear
said
there.
bodies.
Did rain?
He said bodies. He
He
slipped
said
it
when
out.
bodies are submerged for a period of time.
He did. He did. He did.
Play
Hey,
that
Eddie.
again. Play that again because Misty Blue said the officers behind him all nod yes as he answers no.
Exactly. Exactly. Let's play it again. One more time. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit so we can hear it.
Maybe they're agreeing with their boss's decision to not tell, I guess, or to say no.
Could be.
He did say bodies. See, they slip it out, y'all.
The
He
difficulty
slipped
of
it.
what water does over 2 weeks to evidence.
It depends. That's a complicated question. I'm not an expert in water. However, temperature of the water and things like that come into play. But it can add difficulty based on many factors that can cause damage to obviously things that we want to look at to investigate, but also to bodies that may have been submerged for a period of time.
Oh,
Some type of signal that a car
wow,
did go into the water
y'all!
there.
I'm
Did
telling
rain
you.
impact that? Did this heavy activity in the area impede seeing those?
Content, can you, for me,
Everything's a
would
factor,
you?
but again, that's where we
Oh,
rely on
please
the
play that one more time for me because I want to get a screen grab of that real quick.
That is,
Okay.
you got it. Wow. Good catch.
Okay, go ahead.
Wow.
Based on many factors that can cause damage to obviously things that we want to look at to investigate, but also to bodies that may have been submerged for a period of time.
Whoa!
Some type of signal that a car did go into the water there. Did rain impact that? Did this heavy activity in the area impede seeing those signs?
I think everything's a factor, but again, that's where we rely on the
Richard in chat said
come in
something
with their
interesting.
expertise and be able to provide some
You
of those
need the other angle of this same video. You'll see the FBI agent, and as soon as he answers this question, the family leaves.
Yes, I was just going to say that.
That is true. There is another angle, and you can see the FBI agent. I did see this. I can find it in my history.
Right
The
after they asked
FBI
that
agent's
question.
reactions to this press conference was gold.
And also,
does anybody
right
have
after,
that link? Does anybody in chat happen to have that handy?
right after they ask if there was more than one body in the car, and they say no, the mom, Sammy, and some other friends get up and walk out. They come back in later.
What?
Yeah.
Yes. And
Yeah,
that's
you
seen
can
in
see them
that
leave.
same that's seen from the other side view.
That is what,
We
guys.
have to find
We
that one.
just caught something, or you did. Just
You know,
caught something there for
Lady
sure.
Did you find that video that the AWP said that was? Did you say it was Popcorn Planet?
I don't know who said it was popcorn.
Somebody in chat said that they think that it was Popcorn Planet that Doug was on talking or being asked specifically about other bodies.
I watched that one too, and I went over that one again last night, and I didn't find that on there about any questions about bodies.
Let's see.
I'm
The only
looking
one I
through
didn't
my
see.
my
The only
YouTube
ones I
history.
didn't see.
Maybe it got it.
You got it?
No,
Who got it?
Maybe it got edited.
I don't know.
Did somebody say they have already found the other angle?
I don't know. But let's play the rest of it to where he hesitates again.
Maybe Robert can.
I'm going to keep looking.
Sophisticated equipment. Is this something that the agencies here have or you will still need?
Yeah, I'll have to debrief with them to figure out what equipment exactly they use to see if it's items that we have or if it's a matter of training with the items that we have. So until we talk to them and know exactly what they used and how they went about it, I wouldn't be able to answer that correctly.
They also said the car was 14 feet deep. Did y'all go that far to look for the car?
Yeah, some of that information is sometimes deceiving. So yeah, the car was reported at 14 or 15 feet. However, the water level since the 6th has also dropped a vertical 3.5 to 4 feet, which could be 20 to 25 feet off of shore. So a lot of things have changed in those aspects. Until we really can look into all that information and sort through it, it's difficult to say whether those factors had a play in it or not. I think it's still more important for us to debrief, look at training, look at equipment, look at tools, and look at outside entities that are experts where this is maybe their full-time gig that they do, and try to see how we have that involvement from the community to come out and help support.
At this time, can you tell if there are any signs of foul play?
At this time, we're not gonna be able to say anything like that.
It's been said that people were drinking at the party that night. Was anything found in the car that could lead you to believe that she was drinking, that where the person found was?
Yeah, the investigation's ongoing, so we're not gonna be able to comment on that.
So like where they
found
it might have been pretty far from the road, you have suspicions that maybe the people were parking on that little island?
I wouldn't be able to comment
Did I
on that
pass
either
it up
unless somebody
already?
gave some statements to that. I hadn't heard any information like that.
Do you have any theories as to how
I
the
can't
car
see what
got in the
timestamp
water?
you're at.
And also, what gear was the car found in?
I think if I make up theories, then I'm just guessing, and I'm gonna lead us back into a trail that's not certain. So we'll wait until we have those facts and details. And as far as the car, we're not gonna release any information until we've
Miss
done a
Daisy?
solid investigation on it.
Yeah.
He has the other interview where you can see it from the other one, the other view.
Where's it at?
Yeah.
Where's it at? Did y'all send me a link? You realize I don't have one mod in my chat right now. Why is that? Where's my mods?
Miss Daisy, I'm down there too.
I have 500. No, I have 500 people in my chat, and
Wow.
none of my mods are in there. They've all left.
Well, I'm down in the chat too.
Well, people, please like.
I've got this link I'm putting in the private chat. Okay.
No, my mods stay for about 10 minutes and then they leave.
Oh.
Well, I've got 500 and 600 people in my chat.
Creative spirits in chat.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she's getting rid of messages.
If you need some help with modding,
Thank you. Thank you, Creative Spirit. Well, I mean, I might have to if it keeps on like this, because like last night, I had mods in there and then they all just left. And I don't understand that. I don't understand why they leave when I've got 500 people in my chat. Anyway, go ahead. Y'all have the link?
Yeah, I think they're finding it.
Fried green tomatoes is here too.
Oh, okay.
And Jesse.
All right.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in chat right now.
There's a lot of people in here trolling.
I'm gonna look on my computer, see if I can find that where AWP said that.
Okay. Thank you. Let me pull up that video of them dancing again for those of them who haven't seen it.
Okay, I'm putting it. I wanted to scroll around in the video for just a second and make sure it is the exact same one. It is. And here it is. I'm putting it in the chat now.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Let me put this up here for anybody who's coming in that hasn't seen this picture.
What's the source so we can cite our source?
Brian, I'm giving you one more chance to be nice in here, and then I'm blocking you. And I'm not playing. I don't like to block people, but if you come in here being rude, you're getting blocked. Sorry.
Let's just be nice.
I mean, he's just going on about stuff. I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh no.
I mean, they
Yeah,
need
there's
to be
no
nice.
need for anybody to be
Don't
nasty to
go
anybody.
another channel.
We need
Yeah.
buddies. Buddies, not bullies. Buddies, not bullies.
We can all have our own opinions, guys, and we can all go look at this footage and look at things for ourselves and determine. That's why we were bringing it to your attention, so you can go analyze and look at things for yourself and go look at everything that's been put out there. All this stuff is already out there. AWP put out their footage, and the news put out their press briefing. So they're important. It's all important clues to this case, and that's what we do is we analyze cases, right?
Yes, and we're objective. And we're not subjective. That's the thing. We're objective about the facts.
Sorry, guys, my dog's barking. If for those of you who are just now coming in to my live, this is the picture we're talking about. This is a hair hanging down. We think this is a person, a girl, and the more we look into this, the more we realize that maybe there is more going on here than what we think. About 14-minute mark. What I didn't get the thing. Here, oh,
Right, because remember, it's
got
not, it wasn't working on my phone. So, I mean, on my computer. So I've got you StreamYard on my phone.
When he
So I
said
sent it to your
I
email.
found it.
when he
Okay.
said bodies, that gave me chills. Literally.
Yeah, and we can all interpret these words differently too. So people just need to keep an open mind and don't be mean because, you know, we all have our own opinions. And you can be polite about your opinion. You don't have to be mean or forceful
Or
say
just keeping going on and on and on and on and on in here about some
troll and
things.
chat. Yeah.
Because I'm not having it today. All right.
Okay.
What's the marker on this?
So there's Sam. There's
Go ahead.
I think in the white dress.
Is it right here? What's the mark on it? Do you know?
You can see Kylie's mom to
Around 14 minutes is where
14.
I started to verify that he'd been asked about, start playing around 14 minutes.
Okay. All right.
That may be in there that we're not aware of.
Are you guys confident the car was in the water since the night of the party?
I have no reason to believe that it wasn't, but until we have those answers, I wouldn't know the answer to it.
Can you just clarify as far as what teams had been in that area before Adventures with Purpose, if any, on that specific, on Crosser?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost so many that it would be hard to link out between the different teams. There were numerous boats, Yuba County, Alameda, Nevada County, Placer County. Swimmers came from Washoe County. We had divers from every single one of those agencies and then some. I mean, it was a vast amount of people. And I would just say, unless you've conducted these types of searches and try to do it, it does take a level of expertise and nothing's perfect. When you fly a helicopter over the air trying to identify if something is there, most places give that less than a 5% probability of detection, meaning if you flew over, you only have a 5% chance of seeing something. You had trees and brush and bushes and dirt and all these other things, and it becomes a pretty difficult task. Even though once you find the answer, on hindsight, everything looks 20/20. The reality is it's not that simple. It is pretty complex and it's tough. So again, we're just appreciative that the resources came out and were able to help us in locating it.
Were there signs that the person in the car tried to escape?
The man in the
I think that's too preliminary for us to be able to determine that at this time.
Was there more than one body in the vehicle?
So as you're watching him answer questions, pay attention to the man in the blue suit.
Also watch the door because the family's going to walk out that door too. Do you know which news source this came from so we can credit them?
I will find out one moment.
No, there was not more than one body in the vehicle.
It's KPIX CBS, San Francisco Bay, and I'll put that in private chat.
Thank you.
One body in the vehicle?
No, there was not more than one body in the vehicle.
Describe the difficulty of what water does over 2 weeks to evidence.
It depends. That's a complicated question. I'm not an expert in water. However, temperature of the water and things like that come into play. But it can't.
You there, Miss Daisy?
Is she there?
I forgot. I was sitting here yakking. Imaginary piece, thank you for that super sticker. An important point was made, either referring to a body in general or possible an unborn baby would be officially another body.
Yeah, there's a theory going around about that too.
About her being pregnant.
Lots of theories.
Lots of theories. Thank you, Imaginary. Thank you. Yeah, his face is red. He shook his head yes and no. I know.
So this is
there might not be
KPIX.
nothing to this, guys. There might not be anything to this.
So credit to KPIX, CBS, San Francisco Bay Area for this footage. I'm going to put
This
that in
just
chat.
seems a little sus to me. And that's just me, in my opinion. But he hesitated. He had to think about it. Why did he have to think about it? Who knows, y'all? Who knows?
And then right after that, the family gets up and leaves.
Exactly. And they were looking at each other. That guy in the white, is that a F? I bet that guy in the blue is F, the big F.
Yeah, that's the FBI agent.
Uh-huh. I mean, I don't know. We could be wrong. Totally.
There are a couple other points in this video. I know you probably don't care to go all the way through this, but this was a whole point. This was the subject of one of the lives that a couple of the creators did. That FBI agent actually was not in the loop on some of the information from local law enforcement. And he was quite displeased with some of these answers.
Allegedly, right?
Allegedly, but well, you can tell he gets upset on a couple of these press conferences because he's obviously very confused. And this particular press conference, he's like, "What? Wait, what?" He looks back and forth to the family, to law enforcement, to a couple of these people, and I believe you'll see. I think that's right after this question.
Okay,
You'll see him look. Watch him, and then watch the family leave.
And add difficulty based on many factors that can cause damage to, obviously, things that we want to look at to investigate, but also to bodies that may have been submerged for a period of time.
There likely could have been tire tracks or some type of signal that a car did go into the water there. Did rain impact that?
Like
did this heavy activity in the area impede seeing those signs?
I think everything's a factor, but again, that's where we rely on the mate team from CHP to come in with their expertise and be able to provide some of those answers.
And he did say
And
bodies.
it seems that adventures with purpose have pretty sophisticated equipment.
It did what?
He did say bodies.
He did say bodies for sure. But that could be just, we don't know.
Right.
This is all speculation, you guys. But if it walks like a duck and it smells like a duck and it waddles like a duck, in my opinion, it's a duck. And what we have seen in these pictures and stuff makes me say it's a duck even more. It was said family was upset because they didn't consider baby a human. What? I don't know about that one, Richard. But I'm gonna put this on fast forward so we'll get through it because I don't want to get a copyright strike on it either.
Is this something that the agencies here have already almost need?
Yeah, I'll have to brief them to figure out what equipment exactly they use to see if it's items that we have or if it's a matter of training with items that we have. So until we talk to them and know exactly what to use and how to guide it, we'll be able to answer that correctly.
They also said they went.
Look, is that his wife? Is that the dad and the wife?
Wow, I have her shirt.
Yes.
I literally have that exact same shirt. I just
That's Kylie's dad, and I don't know if they're married or not, but yeah, Kiely and his significant other, and then yeah.
They also said they went.
He's aggravated. You can tell. Look at him. She's aggravated and he's aggravated. And
they're brokenhearted. My goodness.
For the ones who are not been here the last couple of days with us, The father, we had boots on the ground during the celebration of life. The mother and the father stayed about 100 feet apart and never spoke to each other. That was seen.
Dad was standing with Jagger.
Dad was with Jagger, but he wasn't with the guy that our guy RT that's a resident of Truckee. He said that Dad and Mom never spoke. That he seen. And he was there and he took a lot of photos and everything. So, did he ever say last night, Lady of Love, if Dad got up and spoke on Kiely's behalf? Hello, the other Sharon?
I don't remember what he said about that. I know he answered that.
He answered it, but I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, there was a lot going on.
Yeah.
It's hard, especially when we're trying to show stuff up here and reach out too.
Mm-hmm.
But he did come up and share some stuff. But RT gave us a lot of insight to that, and
he said everything was spick and span quiet in Truckee about it. Nobody's talking about it. That's what he said. And he's a resident of Truckee.
There might be a reason for that. We never know.
Right.
Car was 14 feet deep.
Look at him. Kiely looked like him.
Yeah.
That car, look for the car.
Yeah, some of that information is sometimes deceiving. So yeah, the car was reported 14 or 15 feet. However, the water level since the 6th has also dropped a vertical 3.5 to 4 feet, which could be 20 to 25 feet off the shore. So a lot of things have changed in those aspects.
I would have liked to see Dad's face when they said they want more.
Really can look at all that information and sort through it. It's difficult to say whether those factors have played in it or not. I think it's still more important for us to debrief, look at training, look at equipment, look at tools, and look at outside entities that are experts, where this is maybe their full-time gig that they do, and try to see how we have that involvement from the community to come out and help support.
At this time, can you tell if there are any signs of foul play?
At this time, I'm not going to be able to say anything like that.
It's been said that people were drinking at the party that night. Was anything found in the car that could lead you to believe that?
Don't lie.
Yeah, the investigation's ongoing, so we're not going to be able to comment on that.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
live streaming
let's
can
go
be
back
tricky,
to
and sometimes trying to find.
Because I don't know if there's any more on there about that or not, and go back to the photos. If anybody that's just joining us has not seen these photos, we'll go. We're going to point them out here. This right here looks like a girl's hanging down. Her hair's hanging down from the car. And we've seen several other things. And then just what's been said and the way, and I would love to have that clip where Doug said that he couldn't comment on it, but there would be more videos released. Can you see it? The other Sharon? Can you see it? Yeah, Sharon must see it because she said, oh my God. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And are you girls with me still? Because see, this is the top of the seat.
Yeah.
This is the seat, and this is the hair sticking down.
You can see an
The
arm
waves
there
and
and a
everything.
hand.
Yeah. So in our opinion, there was at least 2 more bodies in that car besides Kiely.
Yeah, and that's up for you guys' interpretation. Go to the videos and analyze for yourself.
Go
That
look
way
for
you
yourself.
can, come to your own conclusions. These images were not altered. This is just off pictures of what I was watching in 4K. And I just tilted my screen away from me more so that way it would pull more of the images inside of the car and not so much of the green algae on the window.
Let's go to Zav's and see if you didn't see anybody on Zav ask if there was other bodies.
No,
Yeah.
I watched that twice at both interviews, but
You
she
didn't
did say
see.
there was another one we didn't see, which is on It's Crime and Shame.
Uh-huh. And if
That
you
we-
watch this,
There's the hair too. Go back to that one on the other window because that also shows more of the hair coming out.
Here,
I'm still going over the popcorn planet one.
The open window, right
This
there.
one?
Do you see the hair coming down by the brush there over the can? That's hair coming down.
that's her hair. No wonder he tucked it in.
Yeah, it was hanging out. At one point in the video, I can see it hanging out.
And you can see
It's kind of close
allegedly
together.
him tucking it in the video. You guys go back and watch. And there's no way Ellie would not report another body.
If it's an active investigation, there's reasons for them not to tell the public. Yes, they will hide that, and they are allowed to come out and not be honest about that. That's why AWP is saying, you guys. Well, it's not why they're saying. They have more footage, and depending on which way this case goes, they might have more videos to drop.
No, that's not Kiely's. We don't know whose that is. If it is.
Kiely, they said Kylie's in the very, very back, and they ID
Kylie's in the
Kylie in the
back.
very back.
There allegedly could be two people.
See the hair
in the
sticking
front.
out right there in that image a minute ago? Right there?
Now
His
here's
hair's
his
coming
hand
out.
here's his hand getting ready to tuck it in. And we can go back over that again too if y'all want to.
But we did show that when it looks like he's
clear as day right there. Right there. See it? You guys see the hair? Can you guys see that hair? Right there?
The hair is, there's hair right there. It's all coming down.
Wow. Can you guys see that?
Do your poll again, 1 and 2.
I need to do a poll.
Yeah, people need to, if you're not seeing it, just go analyze their footage and then come to your own
Bella said she can see it. Nana says she sees it. So that's what he's tucked in. Why else would he have a reason to stick his hand in that car? Misty can't see it.
Well, he pushes it in and then pulls his hand back out and pushes it back in again, like he's tucking.
See that white strand of hair right there?
But that's up for interpretation too, because he could have been feeling to see if the window was broken or not.
Y'all, look.
So show them where that seat is. The driver's headrest and the seat, that's the driver's headrest, or the passenger headrest, sorry. And then below that, no, go back to the headrest again, and then go to the left. Right there is the bottom of the seat. Remember, this car is upside down, and kind of tilted. So she could possibly either be in the, I don't think she's in the seatbelt, but it's a possibility that she is in the seatbelt. Just depending, I mean, it's hard to tell because you can't see up into the seat area of the car.
Imagine peace. It's not too far out there. If you remember that AWP was asked to leave the premises by local law enforcement.
And
local law enforcement is the one that told AWP, you don't need to search here.
And somebody's saying that AWP was asked, was there other bodies in there? And they said they couldn't comment, and they're going to release 2 more videos. So why would they say that?
Yeah, we have to find that, what interview that was in.
Hair. Tell me what that is, if this is not hair.
And if you don't be a reflection either.
Yourself.
And it's definitely not the other seat, because the other seat's not in this part of this, in the view. This is the passenger seat in view. You see the headrest and then the hair in front of the headrest.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hanging down.
In my opinion. And
you can see when you're actually looking at this on a big screen yourself, or on the screen yourself on your laptop, whatever you're looking at it on, you can see more detail, but you need to have better quality. Mine was at 4K where I was able to see a lot clearer. And these are pictures of me taking on my laptop, taking pictures on my laptop as I'm watching it. And I was having to pause it, play it, pause it, play it.
Yeah.
And watched it in 4K, and then I can see a lot clearer. So it doesn't even give it justice. When I'm taking pictures of the laptop, it's taking some of that quality away.
Someone in chat says they also other people have said this. They see three people.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that's come out already and said they've seen people, and they're just being dismissed.
A wig. Why would it
definitely
be?
Something needs to be looked at, and we need to start asking questions.
Somebody puts out the possibility that could be a wig.
I think they're just
joking. Do you know if her ever wearing a wig or hair extension?
Oh, it's a possibility. It could be extensions in the hair. It could be okay. It could be also dreadlocks, which are very heavy.
I don't know, y'all. We don't absolutely know if they're after 2 weeks
like that.
Who?
I mean, hey, that's a thought.
Hey, Rebby.
Well, we know that's probably not Kylie, because they said Kylie they identified in the very, very back.
I mean, so I do personally have a drawer in my room that I have hair extensions. So
yeah,
I wear them like the kind that you
would float
attach to your ponytails, the ponytail type.
Oh, I know what
You
you're
put
talking
your
about.
hair
Yeah.
in a ponytail and then you put them in. Those kind.
Everybody's hair is
all
different.
speculation.
Listen, if you put your hair in a piece of glass of water, your hair will either float or it'll sink, and that just has something to do with the porosity in your hair. So this also, we need to realize that these bodies have been in the water for a little while, so hair's going to act differently. Some people's hair, we can see
Well,
the
if
other
that
hair I
ain't
see in
hair,
the
what
car.
is it? If
Mary
that ain't hair,
Jane,
what is
Mary
that?
Jane says the body's floating and the hair's hanging down.
Yes, that's what I think too.
I'm
In my
trying to keep
opinion.
up with chat.
That's a picture of the bralette that we could see
Yeah,
in
right
the
there's
view
the
of the back
bralette.
seat under the window that's open.
Yeah,
And then
there you go.
Look, they've got all this.
I personally believe there's another body there, and also you can see Kiely's shoes. He could see, and that's why he went to the back of the window, because he's seen shoes sticking out.
Yeah.
This is going to be looking back.
Can you show that face that we that you
That's-
showed last night? The close up
This
of
right
the
here?
face with the where you can see the nose, the bridge of the nose, and the nostrils.
Let me go on my
That close up.
thing.
You talking about
do
the
you have that
email?
one?
Yeah, the email one that Lady of Love sent me. Hang on. Let me take this down and we'll bring that back up.
This
Somebody
is all
just said, "Does it have
AWP
nightmares
footage,
tonight?"
guys.
And I thought we'd help them out a little bit more.
Just so everybody knows, this is AWP footage. This is not manipulation. This is not us clearing footage.
You
This
can
is
go
none of
back
that.
and look for yourself.
Yeah, it was just a 4K 19-inch laptop I'm on that I was able to see those. So
Okay, on this picture here, you can see, let me make it bigger. You can see a forehead, a nose, eyebrows, eyes, nose.
and there's some obscure,
mouth.
so I think there's clothing or something there obscure. It could be anything actually.
And do y'all see the hand, the fat fingers and stuff there?
Zoom in a little bit more to those.
Who was it that increased the contrast of that one for you, where you pulled it back up and you could really see? Do you know what I'm talking
Put
about?
it up. People can't see it as good. Can you see it as good? I think, Lady of Love. Yeah, let me zoom back out because you can't see it as good.
Now I did question the one with this thing because it kind of looks like a head there with a hat on with some hair sticking out, but I'm not 100% on that. It could be a mirage right
This
there.
definitely looks like a face.
That one, yeah, that one
here is
definitely.
gay.
And I can see this face over and over throughout the video where he's pointing inside
And
the car.
Shirley's got found this exact same thing.
There's a lot of people that's
Actually,
pointed out
usually
this
have
face.
blood. Well, Lady of Love thinks she found blood in there too, right? But I don't know if it would still be in the water or not.
No.
Well,
I mean,
if
no.
it was dried in the car, before it got into the water, we don't know how. I don't know how blood acts under the water actually. So
I don't either.
I can't
It would
even.
just
I can't even really comment on
attract
that.
fish is all it would do.
And it's fresh
So
water. It's not
Creepy,
ocean
guys,
water.
where is
creepy.
the one where do you remember, Shelley? Do you remember last night with the nostrils with Laura? Do you have that one?
I've been looking through can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I've just gone through all of the Popcorn Planet and they didn't say anything about that. But were there 2 interviews from them?
No, there was just one for Popcorn Planet.
I could have swore it was Zav.
Now listen.
Not from Popcorn Planet, from Perplexed. Shelley, when we were on Perplexed last night.
Yes.
Where's
No,
the
even
image
nobody's
with
spreading
the
nothing. We're saying this is our opinion, allegedly, and what we see. We're not spreading untrue stuff.
No, and we're just analyzing. What you're seeing written on the screen was just me talking to Daisy, so don't pay attention to that stuff. Just look at the image yourself. This is straight from AWP footage, guys. This was not altered. This was not nothing. It's me taking a picture of my laptop to show it to Daisy. Everybody needs to go
Joe
pull up that
Biden
footage.
Sniper said it was on Tender Live. I love that name.
Okay, so he was on 10 to Life. He was on Zab Girls. They were on Zab Girls twice, actually. They were on Grizzly True Crime, Popcorn Planet, and It's Coming Shame.
It is speculation.
It's a criming shame. So they've been on several channels. And last
I would
night,
love to find that.
the only ones I didn't rewatch to check to see if they asked for bodies.
It does have nostrils, Revy.
Was on What was that one you watched? Oh, Duty Ron. I didn't get to watch that one yet, and I didn't
That
watch
was
the one
neat
in Crime
though.
and Shame.
That
I
was
watched
neat.
that whole one. Can
There's
you?
the nose, there's the nostrils, and you can see the
Well,
lips here.
I
You
sent
can
you the
actually,
picture. I
and
sent
you
you
can
the
see this
That
clear in different
forehead's
parts of the video.
perfect.
I sent you the picture again, but two
And then
pictures.
you can even see the hair here.
Yeah, I think people just need to start asking questions, but I want them to go
The
look at the
lips.
footage for themselves and then decide, right? Because
They ain't going to. Don B, you come up here right now. We love you. Come up here. We need you up here.
we
Maybe
need
We love Don B. People that's being brats out here needs to leave our Don B alone.
people need to stop being so hateful. We all have our own
Exactly.
opinions. Nobody's saying 100%. We're just trying to point it out so you guys can go view the footage for yourself and look for yourself. Make your own determination.
Right.
But pay
Right.
attention to what they're putting on the screen, what he's saying while he's going around that car. His words are important. Also, where they cut the video.
Hey, bam, Don B, bam. What's up, Don?
If you
What's
notice,
going on?
Buddy, I swear we believe we
hello,
found
Don B.
look
Hey.
here. We want to show you. Let me show you this hair hanging upside down in this car.
What?
Can you change the
Yes.
photo? Can you
Don
change
B,
the
I'm
photo to
telling
the
you.
other one, Daisy?
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a
Wait,
minute,
wait,
wait a minute. Did you say hair?
Yeah. Hair, honey.
If
And yeah. Hey, let me bring this up.
show me some hair.
And you can see AWP tuck it in as he's in the thing.
No, do what?
Look here. See that? Here's the seat, and here's the hair hanging down.
And then on the other side of the car, in the open, broken
Oh.
out window, you can see the hair hanging down over the Truly can and by the brush.
And then he reaches in the car and tucks it in.
You're gonna have to show that part.
The video.
Wow.
Yeah, let me find that. Yeah. How
Show
you
the
doing,
other
Don?
side.
Not good, not good.
Buddy, don't worry about these old trolls and all these old crazies out here.
Don, you have a lot of
We love you
supporters and a
over
lot
here
of us
on
out here that
the
love you. So yeah, don't
Yeah,
let the
you
haters
bring a
get at
lot
you
of
or
good
people that are bashing you.
content.
Miss Daisy, can you show that picture I sent you again?
Yeah, let me show it to you.
I sent another one. I sent it again to you. I have
Okay,
two
bring
pictures,
this
and
one down.
one of them might be what you guys are looking at because I have one on a face and then one of something else.
Do you have it circled and stuff?
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, let's bring that
Where
up.
did this stuff come from?
Can you
let's
show
Research.
This is,
We've been
listen,
Lady Love Girls.
this is straight from AWP footage, Don B. I just went over it with my 19-inch laptop on 4K. This is not my photo. This is
Zoom that one in because I took that one.
That's the one that I saw everything in. I
Mhm.
saw you can see his lips, eyes, nose, forehead, everything. You can even see his hands curled up somewhere.
Who his?
Or
we
it
don't
looks
know.
like
We can't
his.
actually. We can't determine
Don,
a sex.
we think there's
It just
more
looks
than
like
one person.
I was fixing to say, Lord, what I walk in on?
Kylie was in the back seat. We are finding other people in the car, in the front. And when WB was asked in an interview, was there more than one person in the car? They said they could not comment and that they had two other videos to release.
Well, somebody said
allegedly,
that
'cause we are looking for that one.
somebody said that before they got the car out, that it looked like they were either removing a body or possibly.
Yes.
How do you explain that the computer came out? When you're pulling out a body, there's going to be stuff falling out of there.
Well, no, they flipped. Remember, they flipped the car. They had to turn the car back over, so they went to the side of the car and actually flipped it. And so that's why everything was falling out. Now, if they don't want a body to fall out of the car, they're going to have to take it out, right? Or it did fall out and they had to.
Now, I do know that after they were talking about the body being in there for 2 weeks, and if it's 75-degree water, and I guess someone said that Nick said there was some pretty good decomposition on the body. So, if that was the case, when that water drained out of that car, there could have been some flesh that went with it.
I wouldn't doubt
Yeah.
that.
So, Lady of Love, you said the steering wheel was kind of
Y'all,
right of him, and
show
that might
Don B some
he
love.
felt
Type
Correct.
Bam in the
Correct.
chat.
that might he felt
Give
not
him
This,
some love.
so
And
this is
show him that
actually
he's loved on here and not listen to trolls because they're going to be devils anyway.
the way that we're seeing the car right now. The steering wheel's on the right, and then this would be looking into the window as he's appearing, which is on the bottom of the car. But also, we'd seen what we looks like somebody floating on the other side,
Okay.
the hair hanging down over the passenger seat, or in front of the passenger seat, and you can see that on both sides of the car. You can see the hair. Show the other side of the with the truly can showing, where you can see the hair hanging. Show them that one.
Which one?
The one with the truly can on the open window that was broken out or all the way down.
Okay. I'll have to go back on Facebook to do that.
Sorry,
people.
Rhonda.
This
Do people at see the guy in that one?
Hang on.
Trigger warning,
I'm just
people.
Some do, some don't. Darn it. It's so.
People need to go analyze the footage for themselves, and that was the point of pointing it out.
We'll go back over that too. We will
Yeah.
go back over that as well.
People
And
just
keep in mind, please keep in
So-
mind, this vehicle was upside down. So these images that you're seeing are upside down.
Correct.
Yeah.
In one of these images, you can see the hair as curly as could be. What was you saying, Don?
So everybody's still on board with foul play.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now this for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely. Tell
Yeah.
us more about what you know about them pulling something else out before they
Ziggy Big.
before the FBI arrived and with their dive team. Because I do know that I also heard about the local dive team going down there and them pulling some things out and going another way, pulling something out somewhere else. And I was curious about that.
Look here, Don B, you getting all this love.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we all love Don B.
See, I heard that they pulled, because the car was like, you could see the car, but you could see the divers come up and some people walk down the bank toward the divers, and it looked like they were handing off something.
Exactly, and they covered it up.
But here's the thing, though, too.
Mm-hmm.
When they flip that car, them bodies in there are gonna,
Be shifting.
and yeah, and stuff may be coming apart, and they don't want to lose, that stuff. Like if it was a limb or something, because these body parts are gonna eventually be part of a funeral.
That's true.
So I mean, they just can't, they just can't let the body parts lay in there just like they did the laptop and the Truly can. And
I don't understand, Don B, why they didn't send divers in, because let me tell you how hard it was for Check It TV to get the police down there to come get the laptop and all that. He didn't even want to get it out of the water. They refused to come down there until he got his viewers to call in. A bunch of people called in, and then the police came out to collect those items. And by that time, Check It TV got a hold of the grandpa and the dad.
someone told me that even when the cop got there, he made Check It TV get the stuff.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Why did they not care about the belongings that were in the car? If this is part of some kind of even if it was just an accident, this is all evidence, correct? Why leave it?
I know they had. I know that they also had, which I thought was kind of weird. That the officer who approached was very leery, and he was like, Check It TV was saying he had him verify a couple different times. What did you find? What do you have? So that's kind of weird. Like,
well, the grandpa was down there too, and the grandpa, he had all this stuff on a live stream. And the grandpa verified that is Kiely's laptop, and he actually handed that laptop to the grandpa and said it was up to the grandpa to give it to the sheriff, the officer. And then the officer actually was mad at Check It TV. Why didn't you tell me you had that laptop? But he just wanted to, because he thinks that there's personal, could be personal photos and stuff like that on there that the grandpa might want to preserve. Mm-hmm. He was almost afraid to just hand it over to the cop, but they talked about it later and worked it out. But
can you see this on here, Don B? The hair hanging down from the top.
Show him the other one with that shows the brush and the Truly can from the open window, Daisy.
Hang on, I've got like an LCD screen, so it shows better sometimes at different angles.
That's hair. Can you see that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
She's floating up here. And that's
That
hair.
LCD screen is how I was able to see so clearly on my laptop. Is that I just tilted the screen backwards.
Which
Yeah,
one?
I mean the.
Keep going. The one that shows the Truly can in the open window, Daisy.
See this? There it is, closer.
Mhm.
See that right there, Don? Can you see that?
You
Yeah.
can see the arm and the hand too in that other image you just passed.
Do you want me to keep going?
Right there, right there.
There's the
You see
hair.
no, that
There's
not,
where I could see it.
the hair is hanging down. You can see it. It's brown, and then there's a Truly can and a brush. The hair is hanging down and was actually flowing. In the video, you'll see it. It's
Yeah, but
flowing
this
out
is
of the
part
car.
of it here. You can see it flowing there.
That piece that you're pointing at right there, I think, was a glow stick. But above that, all the darker stuff you see up there coming down is the hair.
Oh, okay.
And if you go back and watch the video, Don,
Right
you
here,
can see him tucking it in. See, he takes his hand and tucks it in, and then they move the camera away.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna play that.
Yeah,
for
play
everybody.
that because it's important to see. Plus, what
While
they were
y'all
saying
talk,
on the
I'll get it,
screen.
bring it up.
So, Don, what he says when he's on the when he's on the driver's side, and he first is approaching the driver's side, when he goes away from that window, he says that he isn't able. He says cannot identify anybody. Can't identify anybody in the vehicle yet. That's what he said. So then, those
He does
words.
say that.
Yeah, you have to look at the words on the screen because they put ...
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So let's go back here.
But it's important. That's why it's important for people to go back and view the footage for themselves on their own screens and look
Yeah.
at it, analyze
I mean,
it, and then make your own opinion.
We've got to think about this too. I mean, not only did Nick see this, but
He was.
The-
Do we have
the-
it up here?
the guys doing the editing.
Seen it, yeah.
I mean, I mean, it's burned into their vision now.
Nick was too upset for it to just be one person, in my opinion.
Well, the way he was pointing the camera to me and the way I was seeing the images on my screen, he was looking to identify somebody in that car and he couldn't.
Yeah, but when he come up out of that water, yeah, he was visibly
Distraught,
upset.
yeah. But they did say this was his first dive, and also they're used to cold cases, so they're not used to fresh bodies either. So this was
Wait,
Nick's
I
very
need to go
first
back.
dive on his own to
Okay.
a fresh case.
And it's a shame that, yeah, I really feel, I mean, it is a shame that they shoot AWP off like they did.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is sad because also another thing I was thinking about too was initially not because I almost don't understand why those things weren't blurred out. But then from unless you're on a really good computer or you're looking at images closely, you can't see it. So maybe that's why it wasn't blurred out.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's also possible the person that was editing, didn't know what they were editing out in the front. I don't know. That part's up for interpretation too.
I mean, what else? If it wasn't a girl, what was it? That's what I'd like to know because something's hanging down there.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, too, guys. Remember, they said that they'll release the other stuff whenever they can.
Depending on which way they come out and say if this was an accident or not, they got
Well,
more footage.
they also honor. We can't forget that they also like to honor the family's wishes.
Yeah.
And if there's more than one body in there, or if it's just Kiely, if Kylie's
See right here, Don.
parents don't want that footage released.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see why the parents were upset. On myself, I've been saying that all along. That,
yeah.
So we may not get. I mean, we may get some. I don't know. It just depends on the family because they do try to honor the family's wishes.
But this ain't Kiely. This is somebody else, y'all.
Yeah, Kylie's in the very back.
She's in the back. Look, can you see the hair?
Yeah.
Whose hair? Can you see?
And he
it?
gets up in there closer.
So, is there other missing persons in the area?
There was people that were put. Listen, this is the odd thing. There was people that were put put out, and then all of a sudden it was taken out of the news and everybody stopped talking about it. So something was redacted, and people are confused by that.
There was an article this exact same day on August 6th of a 35-year-old male, blonde, who was reported missing the exact same day in Truckee, reported missing, and then it was pulled or retracted. The article was retracted. There was no photo, and it just said he was not located, and then that was it. The article looked like it was cut off on the end, and that was it. You can still find the article. It's still
Yeah.
there. It's
You'll see.
I will post
Yeah.
it in chat so everybody can see it.
Wow, he went deep in there,
Here's
but
the
look.
article. I just
Yeah,
put it in chat.
he even points, he's trying to identify people. That's what he's trying to do.
And sometimes if your
Hold on,
video
let me put it
editor
on.
has like a contrast adjustment on it, it'll show up a little bit more detail too.
Yeah, I'm sure they got a much more clear image than we do.
That's not the right one. Hang on. I'll get the other one. I'm gonna put the missing person one, but it was from the same day. And then at the end of the day, they only looked for this person for 3 hours, and then that was it. There was no update as to they were found. It just said that they were never found after 3 hours, and that was it.
Wow.
And then it said, "Let this be a lesson to put on your life preserver or whatever," and that was it. I'm gonna go find it again.
Wow. Yeah, I just wanted, I pulled you up real quick and I thought, oh Lord, what are they looking at?
Lisa, we go deep over here on the farm.
No pun intended.
People just need to go. I think people, don't say it is or isn't. I think people just need to go analyze for themselves and then make up their own mind,
Yeah,
right?
that's
It is
what I think
already
too.
out there. AWP already released that footage.
AWP is not denying it. They're saying they're not going to talk about it. See, look, watch him tuck it in. Do you see him tuck it, Harriet?
Yeah.
And then he turns the camera away.
And then he moves the camera away.
Yeah.
I don't know, Don. We're speculating here, and we think it's kind of suspicious. And
they also,
go ahead.
that back window they don't show either. They don't look into that back window right there at all. He stays away from it purposely.
Yeah.
Here's
And why
the
are they saying they're
article.
going to
It was
release
from about
more
3 o'clock.
information?
Authorities looked for a person reported missing in the Truckee River Saturday afternoon, but did not find him. They called off the search after just after 5:30 p.m. 5:45 p.m. was when Kiely was reported missing. Truckee Fire and Rescue and Reno Fire Department searched the river. Downstream, the person had been floating on an inner tube when he went into the river. Truckee Fire and Rescue said the missing person is a 35-year-old man with blonde hair, light blue jean shorts, and no shirt. While a victim was not located, this is a stark reminder that you should always wear a personal flotation device while in the river or any body of water. And that's it. That's the end of the article.
See, and what was the person wearing that the tow truck driver or whatever, the roadside assistance said he was wearing a tank top, right?
Yeah.
And a black hat, white tank top.
Yeah. What do you think about this case? Do you think it's foul play or accident, Don?
I have to go with my
Pause it.
I have to go with my gut instinct on foul play just because the way just the way everything is played out, everything from the roadside assistance guy to Nick's reaction when he came up.
Yeah, that's what got us the most.
To Doug's comments.
Yes.
This isn't a wrong turn road.
It really is not, and I see that myself.
I mean, with all that information, I'm not going to say I'm 100% sure it's got foul play involved in it, but I'm going to say 80%.
That's what I think. Well, Doug from AWP said 90.
Yeah.
And that's saying something.
Yeah, because I mean, just that right there alone. You know what I mean? Look at that face.
I know. Like he saw
Yeah.
He saw more than just a girl, I think.
Yeah. He's right there. He's saying, "I can't believe I just seen what I seen. This is not right."
Right.
Daisy, play him what he's saying as he's going around that car.
Okay.
That is this is not right look.
It's
Those
exactly,
words
and
he
like
says.
somebody was pointing out, he's been in the military for what, 12 years?
Oh, well, it shouldn't have bothered him that bad.
Exactly. That's what, you know.
I didn't know his background.
Yeah, who was it that said that up here? So watch. Are we getting close? He goes around and says it, right?
He talks about his military background on Grizzly Channel, Grizzly True Crime.
Yeah, I mean, he would have been a little bit sad coming up, so, because
And he wouldn't have been like that.
Just
Like,
because
he
of loss of
was
life.
devastated.
But yeah, like you said, not like that.
Yeah.
No, he actually is moving
He
his
sees
camera
it.
around trying to identify people in here. Is my opinion. That's how I
Yeah.
took it.
How much y'all want to bet? Now, I want everybody to say they're sorry to me that's been hateful in this chat today.
When
If
they
it
come out
comes
and
out
say
that
it.
there's more than one person, y'all come back and subscribe. The ones who's unsubscribed. Say some of
Right.
them said they's going to unsubscribe.
Vivian Franklin brings up a good point. She says Kylie's mom should be arrested for supplying the alcohol. I do have it on good authority. Y'all, I am in a nationwide teen and tween moms group. I have a tween. I have a 10-year-old little girl, and her name is Kiely. And I did find a post recently. We were discussing the Kiely case and how we move forward with our teenagers and teenagers. And she posted quite openly that her teenager attended this party. Her teenage girl attended this party.
And that's the other,
That
go ahead.
she was apprehensive about it, but her daughter was a junior and went with her senior best friend, and that she would no longer be attending such parties, and blah blah blah. But that her girls came home and told her that the mother and stepfather came out there to the party that evening for a little while.
What? And all that going down? See, now that's where she
That
needs
they
to
were
take
there at that party.
Yeah, I bet
And
they
that
won't be allowed to have
it is
parties there no more.
believed that they knew what was going on at that party, and they probably, who knows? Do y'all think they probably delivered some,
Who
stuff
knows?
there?
But they're
Who
just trying
knows?
to throw it under the rug. And okay, I understand,
They were
Dawn, that
aware.
they want to
Mom knew
respect.
what was going on. Mom was a very free range mom. There's different kinds of parenting, types of mamas. There's helicopter moms, there's they call them bulldozing moms. Some type of moms are bulldoze moms.
Right.
There's
Hold on.
what's the other kind of mom?
Hey, Daisy.
Yeah.
The wifey's want me a second, so I just wanted to stop on here and see what you was looking at.
Well, Don, you come up here anytime. We love you. We support you, and don't worry about haters.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the support. After talking to the family here, they said, Don, you are true crime, so you can't go
You
nowhere.
are, yes.
So,
Don't worry
yeah,
about
I was thinking
CB.
about doing like spooky places and thinking, which I can still do that.
Yeah.
So you're stuck with me.
Well,
We
don't
all
worry
love you
about
and support
CB
you.
because CB ain't got nothing. So don't worry about that. That'll be thrown out.
But yeah.
And what is it with Candace that she can go put in the effort to do that to you, but she can't put in the effort to find her own daughter or to put in the effort to fix up her house so she can get her kids back? Come on now.
Yeah.
Preach,
I mean,
Tells you where her heart is.
I mean, it's gonna be crazy. Like if I have one put on me and she's in jail too. I mean,
oh, you ain't. Listen,
that would be crazy, wouldn't it?
My sister lives in Virginia. She got in a fist fight with her neighbor. Took her neighbor's pepper spray from her. Sprayed her with the pepper spray. They got in a horrible fight. Went to court and they just told them stay away from each other.
Right, but I'm just saying,
That's all
like
they
the
do.
judge does grant her the order of protection. I mean, it's going to be crazy because, someone told me that. So, well, what's going to happen like later down the road if she goes to jail? you're going to have order of protection on you from someone in jail.
Somebody said Candace was in chat. No, that's probably a fake chat by Candace.
That would be funny though, wouldn't it?
What?
I'd have order of protection on me from somebody in jail.
Exactly. Exactly, Don. I wouldn't even worry about it. It's in your county, ain't it? It ain't in Hawkins, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, they ain't gonna do nothing. Don't worry
So,
about it. You
but,
ain't done nothing, Don. You
oh
have
yeah, I'm
freedom
not.
of
Yeah,
speech.
I'm not in the business of hurting people. So
No. And you have a right to freedom of speech, you
And
know?
we're, it's all true crimes. That's what we do is we analyze cases and do what we're doing, right?
Look
yeah,
here.
I mean, I was doing my own research. I don't stalk people.
No, we know that, Don. You're harmless. You're a good old boy, is what you are.
I mean, if I was stalking people, I'd be at Walmart right now.
Exactly.
Now that would make some good video.
And why does she stay there a lot or something?
No, it's just you know the people of Walmart. You ever watch
Oh
them
yeah.
videos?
Yeah.
Walmart people are
Oh
interested.
yeah.
Yeah, well,
This is just
That's why I
entertaining.
shop at Target. There is not a peopleoftarget.com.
You know what I'd do though, Don? I'd walk away from this case and do Kiely and not worry
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. I got some other content that I'm gonna start doing and just kind of mix it up and
Yeah.
But I
You
can
did good with
say,
Kiely's case too. I mean, you're pretty invested with this case as well.
but remember
yeah.
they did the same thing to Molly and their team when they went up there. When
Oh,
they
did
went
they?
up there, they gave them they went and trying to file stuff too, but they didn't go through with all that stuff. So nothing.
Yes, I mean I'll have to be a lot more reserved going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
You know, no more taking pictures, I guess, and
Yeah.
um,
Well,
uh,
I can't believe. I mean, that just don't make sense. Why wait until now to do it? You ain't even been talking about
But
it.
wait a minute, that one video was clear
Talking
that she
about
was
Kiely.
behind. The one video was clear that she was behind you, gets beside you, and then gets in front of you. So, how are you stalking her?
I mean, yeah, that kind of freak. I didn't. I mean, and to be honest with you, I mean, I just assumed it was her because it looked like her car. I just, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know that the sleuths are going to get a hold of it and try to get content. The crime people, they're
Yeah,
just drama, and that's all they are.
yeah.
And sweep it off your back and move
And
on.
and you know, did you see her at the end where I got on Interstate 40 and she went straight? You know what I mean? Like if I was following her, I would have went straight with her.
Right. Yeah, that's just a bunch of BS, is what it is.
I mean,
I think she's trying to get some kind of cloud or something on YouTube again.
I don't know, but maybe I'll get to meet some of my fans.
So,
I bet everybody and their mother's gonna be up there.
hey Don, you have an LCD screen laptop, you said?
Uh-huh.
So go back and analyze this footage because right here, when he comes away from after he's looking in this window, the front driver's side window, he comes back here. He says cannot, and then they put ... identify anybody inside yet. Anybody.
Yeah, I'll do that and I'll adjust some of the contrast and stuff too. I got a video editor.
I didn't even have to do any of that. I just tilted my screen back because of the LCD allowed stuff to pop out more.
Yeah.
And I
Do you
sat back
have
from my
people do
computer and
stuff
just
for
started
you?
taking pictures.
Don, do you have people do stuff for you, or do you do it yourself?
I do everything. I do everything on my own.
Do you?
Yeah. So what? But with me doing some more traveling,
Uh-huh.
going to some of these, you know, I'd like to go up there to Brushy Mountain, you know, and take a tour because it's closed now.
Mhm.
And like, you know, there's a place in Kingsport, some kind of mansion that's supposed to have been haunted.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, stuff like that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about starting my own just farm channel with just the farm critters and stuff.
Yeah.
And like a Sunday sermon.
Yeah.
On Sunday. For the people that, you know, just wants to see my farm and stuff like that. But
Right.
yeah, because sometimes this can be a lot. But you know what, Don? You got almost 20,000 subscribers. That says a lot right there.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely been a
Lot of
roller
lucky
coaster.
support.
But you know, like going forward, it's just going. I'm just going to have to, you know, this has been a wake up call.
Well, yeah, I guess we all have we just have our ups and downs in this. Yeah, I mean, I went through the whole Rose Blythe thing. I got bombarded with complete hate and everything. So I
Yeah,
think I had every YouTuber in the YouTube community
yeah.
talking about me.
So
So it just comes and goes. It'll be next week will be a new news. That's
yeah,
just
yeah.
how it is, ain't it?
Hey, at the end of the day,
Uh-huh.
I'm still the good guy.
Yeah, you are. We all know that. People love you. Look here,
Yeah,
everybody's
A
pouring
lot of
Dawn
love
in
and
here.
support, Dawn.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
nobody has nothing bad to say about you but these crama channels. That's all
Yeah.
And
they
you,
are.
At the end of the day, I'm on the right side of the law, not the wrong
yeah,
Right.
and
side.
you have a lot of good content. A lot of good content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got to leave it in God's hands. He'll take care of it
Oh
too.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. It is what it is.
I
So,
love your example videos. You know,
yeah,
it just puts everything in perspective for everybody.
yeah,
If God is for you, who can be against you?
Absolutely.
yeah.
And Don
So
ain't done nothing. He
I'm
ain't
gonna
done nothing.
I'm gonna be a lot nicer going forward, and
You've always been nice. You've never been mean.
I don't know. I just some of the stuff that you know, I, like I don't know. It's just like, people say that the trolls come with true crime, and it's true. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's true.
when I was doing my outdoors videos, never had anything like this.
Bad like that.
I
No.
mean, I wasn't. Yeah, yeah. I mean, people didn't
Thank you,
fuss.
AJ.
People didn't fuss and fight. You know,
Exactly.
I mean, the fishermen fussed and fight when they was on tour, but not even like people in the true crime genre.
Right. Right.
I mean,
Well, well, I had one that attacked me before. Get on my comments and say the family asks for respect, and I'm like, girl, I ain't even gonna start with you. Just stay over on your own channel and make up your stories and run back over and do another and do another fake Summer Whale sighting. I ain't gonna say
yeah,
her name, but
yeah,
anyways, she she it ain't out of all the people that's talking about this case, she chose mine to comment on.
yeah. And unfortunately,
And I'm like,
I'm gonna have to quit giving my opinions on people too in cases, because even though I've got an opinion, it gets so misconstrued.
It's so sad that people are behaving that way. Even when we came out with this, we're trying to tell people we're not telling you it's a fact. We're telling you to go analyze the footage for yourself and then come up with your own conclusion,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
People are just being so hateful, and it's not. It is a lot with Summerwell's case and this case. I think because they're both high-profile cases, there are so many people that are just attacking, and they're attacking everybody, even the big channels.
yeah. I mean, what and um, it's sad. I mean, I got to a point today where I wasn't in a good spot, and yeah,
well, I'm glad you come on here because we support you over here on the farm, and we're telling you not to worry about these old trolls and these old trauma channels, because as you can see, I have had over 500 people in my chat, and they all love you, Don. So
yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
I appreciate all the support.
yeah,
Lots of
we
love and
do.
support, Don.
This too shall pass, Don. This too shall.
Yeah, there's always ups and downs, especially with these bigger cases. So
Yeah, absolutely. And
Well, I'm gonna get off here, guys, and see what the wife wants.
okay,
okay,
we love you.
wait, before you leave, say bam.
Oh, okay. Bam.
Bam. Thank
Christine
you,
loves that.
Don.
Bam.
Thank you. We love Don. We do, y'all. And I just hate to see anybody good hearted like Don is to
People
get
are very
back.
Yeah, people are very we're all passionate about this case, you know, and
Mhm.
that's what people don't understand, and analyzing cases and stuff, and that's what true crime's all about. And even just the
Yeah,
missing children and missing people in general.
yeah.
You know, we look over all the clues and the evidence and make come up with our own conclusions and theories and
Yeah, I mean, why can't we just say I disagree? You
yeah.
know, that's
Right.
There's a right way to say I disagree because of this way. There's just right ways of saying things. We want to bash people.
Yeah, and especially when you see a good-hearted creator like Don get attacked, it's
Well,
sad.
even you, Daisy, even you. People
Well,
attacking for no reason, and there's no need for it.
They won't show their faces because it's YouTube. They don't have to, but if they would never do
Right,
that.
and a lot of them are just troll accounts coming here to say something nasty, then they leave, right? They're not even watching your video or your content.
well, I got news from Jinkies the other day that a troll channel was trolling me, and you know what I said? No one cares. No one cares.
No, we
I
know
don't
we know
care.
what's out there.
Right. Exactly. Hello, always late.
It's your intentions and how you're putting stuff out there that is what matters and counts. You're being
Right.
passionate. You're not putting things out as 100% fact. You're just saying,
Right.
go look at this stuff for yourself.
Yeah, and then agree or disagree.
Yeah.
Right. And if you don't agree with me and this comes out to be true, you guys,
that's fine.
Subscribe back to me. The ones who got back and left.
I am
Those
going
people
to,
probably were never even subscribed.
I'm going to hop out of here. I've got to go cook dinner.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this live as well. It's been a good live. Lady of Love, I want to thank you. I want to thank all you ladies for bringing this content.
Yeah, all the help. We've had a lot of help.
I'm going to try to find that AWP interview where he says that. We'll bring it.
I'm still looking. I've gone through 2.
Have you? Oh, bless your heart.
Everybody, please go analyze that footage for yourself and all the interviews and stuff like that. Put it all together. That's what we're doing, right?
Absolutely. So if y'all haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I will be back tomorrow if I can. And we'll talk about this some more. We'll go back over it. We'll find out more information. Ladies, come back and join me. I appreciate y'all coming back up on my panel. Y'all are part of the crime crew up here. And, woohoo! And I'm gonna get off here and end this live, and we'll be back tomorrow.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to thank everybody that came out here tonight. I want to thank all my mods. Thank the ladies up on the panel, Donna B. Everybody, Miss Lady of Love. She's been a big, big, big help to my channel, and we just love her up here. Christine, all you ladies. So come back and join us tomorrow. Y'all have a blessed night, and go watch the AWP.
Yeah.
Video. Slow it down to about 0.25 and decide for yourself what you think about.
Love y'all.
Love you. Bye, Shelly. Decide for yourself, guys. Okay? Y'all take care. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, Miss Christine. Good night, everybody. God bless. Love you guys. Bye.